Yo, what's going on out that fight? Well, it's your boy Money back with another one, man. And we working behind the scenes today, but we talking boxing, family. A whole lot of good news on the rise. Look like we can get some big boy fights in. Look like we can get some big boy fights in 2021. My brother Valentine, what's going down? Family, what's going down? We got 9 people in the building. Y'all hit that like button for me, bro. We working behind the scenes today, fam. So we finna get ready and kizzy cook. You feel me? Kizzy cook around this thing. Ancestral rage is going down. My brother Omega. It's going down, big bro. We behind the scenes today, family. We'll be back tomorrow with that face-to-face action. ATL, what's going down, ATL? The Black Hollywood, what's going down? What's going down? Y'all make sure y'all smack that like button as y'all come in. Good topics today, family. My brother Monty stay cooking like a 5-star chef. You already know, bro. They be hating on you, bro, though, man. They be hating. Brown on boxing, what's going down? They be hating, though, Omega. You feel me? Know what I mean? Know I'll be cooking, giving that good shit out. Be cooking, giving that good shit out, bro. That damn hate, that means you're affecting their mindset with facts, big bro, big facts. You feel me? Bruce Gold, what's going down? What's going down? I'm gonna touch on this first, fam, because I'm a little late in here anyway. So we at 8:27, and the notifications ain't going like they're supposed to, because it ain't even come to the little extra little thing I got going on. Big money, what's going down, bro? So this my premium page. Y'all know I'm supposed to have a pack house every time I hit that live button, bro. That's why I appreciate the trail when they come and fuck with your boy. Like my brother Omega, who been this motherfucker before I been this bitch. Smooth groove, what's going down, fam? I'm about to come, fam. But matter of fact, I can get the cooking. Let's talk about this, bro. The errors in boxing, bro. I already know. Sheena, what's going down, beautiful queen? How you doing, Sheena, baby? Different errors in boxing, y'all. Because, you know, a lot of people shitting on this era of boxing. But I love my era of boxing, bro. And I'm gonna continue to love this era of boxing. Do we get the shit that we always want? No. You know what I'm saying? We don't always get the fights that we want. Do we got great fucking fighters in this era? Yes, we do. Do we have fighters in this era that can fight with the fighters back in the old eras? Yes, we do. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming, y'all. Just putting a few more notifications out. You know, but everybody want to shit on this era of boxing. Like we're not getting nothing out of this era of boxing. And then a lot of people shitting on Al Heyman, right? Oh, PBC ain't been doing this, but PBC ain't been doing that. That's a fucking lie. AJ Vicious, Aloni, thank you so much for the donation. Much love, much appreciated. That's a fucking lie, bro. Must admit, back in the 80s and 90s, we just talk matchups. No one knew what they was getting paid. That's true. But everything advanced though, Omega. You see what I'm saying? Nothing stays the same, bro. Nothing stays the same. Even football, basketball, baseball, everything advanced and be on a different fucking pedestal. You feel me? Fighters have more power over their careers in boxing this day and age. And one thing I heard people talk about the fighters of old, right? You heard them talk about how they hated how them fighters got fucked over. You know, he was a good ass fighter, man, but you know, he got fucked out of his money. Or they didn't take care of him good enough. Or we seeing these motherfucking fighters, you know, um, with certain type of dementia or some shit like that. Blue, what's going down, big bro? How you feeling, champ? Right? We're seeing these fighters with something that affect them way, way down the line. Right? But now that, like I say, Kurt Flood, he risked his career to start um, free agency, right? To get a players in baseball and all over in other sports a chance to control their career and where they want to go, and not be stuck in one contract for the rest of your goddamn life, a slave contract, right? Getting paid motherfucking peanuts. So yes, this era of boxing is not the golden ages where fighters was fighting when they was 24, 25 years of age. You know what I mean? 22 going in there being a world champion and shit at a young age and giving us great fights at a young age and things like that. But it's still boxing, bro. It's still boxing. And we still have fighters out there that we love and respect that we want to see in the ring as well. You know what I mean? Now, like I say, the ones that come from that era, I can understand it. You feel me? I can understand it. You used to a certain thing in boxing, that's what you adapt to, right? That's what you grew up on. You had the privilege to watch majority of the Hall of Famers that's in the Hall of Fame during that era, right? You were seeing those motherfucking Haglers and Hearns and Durans and you know what I'm saying, Wilfred Benitez. You know, you grew up in that era seeing those, having the luxury of seeing those fights and to get put down. But even back then, the money had to be right still. The money still had to be right. We just seen Roy tell Bernard, you know, 60-40, I'll tear your ass up. 60-40, I'll tear your ass up. What's going on, man, Chad? I'm talking about we argue who better over skills, but now people argue over everything but skills. I know why, but it's weird compared to the old days. That's true. That's true because, like I say, back then you had the luxury of the sport being it was a manly man sport. You feel me? To where you wanted to prove you was the best in the game, right? And I won't knock that. I don't deny that. But boxing is still a beautiful sport right now today, bro. Still a beautiful sport right now today. And this is my era of boxing, and I'm going to enjoy it just like other people enjoy their era of boxing. Is it the era of business? Yes, it is. Did that make boxing kind of slip a little bit? Yes, it did. Can't deny it. But when we seeing fighters die in the fucking ring, and then we seeing fighters back in the old days, for instance, Terry Norris, Muhammad Ali, you know, Leon Spinks, he had a situation going on to where we see how boxing can be a brutal sport. You can't shit on some of these fighters for making their money, and sometimes they want to, you know, get a fucking soft touch in. Know what I mean? Yeah, those were the good old days, man, Chad. But it's still a great price out there to be made right now today, bro. And it's looking like we heading that way where we can make those fights. We seen what Errol just told Bud, which I'm gonna get on in a minute. We seen what Cholo just told David Benavidez. Devin Haney talking to Lomachenko. It's a lot of great fights out there, bro. They can make a lot of Hall of Famers in this boxing game. And we got some Hall of Fame fighters that's fighting right now. We got some Hall of Fame fighters that's fighting right now. My brother Knockout, what's going down, fam? Say on the way back home. Okay, okay. Hope y'all enjoyed yourself, man. That's what it's all about. Family getting away. You feel me? That bonding time and living your life, bro, to the fullest. So hope you and the fam enjoy yourself. Safe trips back home, bro. But yeah, though, man, like I love my era of boxing. Floyd broke a lot of barriers. Floyd changed the game. Al Heyman helped change the game. To get these fighters some freedom, dog. We see how Barry Hearn was talking. Barry Hearn, oh, back then, we only had them on one contract. They fight when we tell them to fight, right? The good old days when we treat these Negroes like mandingos, let them beat the fuck out of each other, and we keep all the money and get them motherfucking peanut shells. Not peanuts, but peanut shells. You know, Chief Big Ticket, what's going down, bro? I'm not saying don't get on their heads if they're not trying to make the fights when the fight should be done, but I ain't finna just let people just shit on this era of boxing like this era ain't shit now. Like everything about it is soft. You know what I mean? Because that's far from the truth. You still get in that ring and punched in your goddamn face. You know what I'm saying? You still getting punched in your goddamn face, dog. And we had fighters die in our era. So when I be seeing these cats talking all this shit, it's like, come on now, man. I get it, I understand it. But we got good ass fights as well being made. Omega says it's soft in basketball, not other sports. I mean, they trying to make shit more safer. We understand again. They trying to make things more safer for the players. And sometimes it turns some people off, especially like I say, when you come from the era and you're used to certain things, bro. You're used to certain things. Dalton Ball say 15 rounds, money, yeah. Shorten it up to 12 rounds. Shit used to be more than 15. Used to be you go till you motherfucking die in the ring. You know what I mean? You used to go to you motherfucker 75 rounds and shit like that. Crazy shit. But I'm still gonna put respect on this sport, dog. I'm still gonna put respect on this sport. Our fighters is our fighters. Our fighters can fight their ass off just like the fighters of the old past. We seeing the skill level on these boys, and these boys can rock. Errol Spence and Terrance Crawford can hang with them boys back in the days. Talk a lot of shit about Mayweather, but Mayweather can hang with them boys back in the days. Cassandra Mason, we're going down, beautiful queen. How you doing, love? So I'm continuing to put respect on this sport, dog. You know what I'm saying? And then the ones that try to shit on Al Heyman, man, PBC gonna make a big ass comeback. And let's get this straight. PBC ain't getting kicked off no network. They're not getting kicked off no network. So when people talking about that's why the network kicked them off and this and that, that ain't true. Al is switching over to CBS. That's the jump he making to CBS. So if you're going from Fox and Fox Sports to CBS, right? Still the same fucking level. Still free TV. You know? So it'd be mind-boggling out here that people don't, in an era of information, they don't look up shit. They just talk. They try to make Al look like, oh, he's fucking up or something going wrong with PBC and things of that nature. PBC gonna be A-OK, man. PBC is going to be A-OK. And that's a fact. That's a fact. When Top Rank left HBO, did y'all say anything about that shit? And then they went to ESPN? You know what I mean? When Top Rank left HBO, was y'all ever talking about, oh man, you know, Bob earned me and some shit? You know, this, that, and the third. No, he switched to ESPN. And Top Rank is A-OK. So I don't like reaching ass people, dog. I don't like reaching ass people that try to point out certain things and try to use that shit against, you know, the game, but and that shit just ain't cool. Boxing could easily be the #1 sport if every year the best fought the best. I don't deny it. They did fight more, but some of those fights was replays. Yep, Omega. Beautiful yours. Thank you so much for the donation. Much love, much appreciated, Queen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They used to stage fights for replays. That's how wrestling became staged. Yep. Chef Kerry, what's going down, fam? But yeah, though, bro, like, respect the game, man. Respect the game. Rock my fam. But Al gonna make a splash on their ass like he always do. He gonna make a splash on their ass like he always do. It's called Smarts. CBS on Showtime. Talk to him, knockout. All fights on one platform. Exactly. Exactly. It's chess, not checkers. There you go, bit for yours. Thank you so much, Queen. You know, so we'll see, man. But cats like to point out shit and try to pinpoint, and that's the shit I hate. That's the shit that killed boxing. But we'll see. We'll see. And like I was gonna say, Al Heyman finna make a big splash. Just like when Top Rank came out when the Corona shit happened. You feel me? Top Rank came out, the first one out. We ain't had boxing in a minute. So they was dropping this fights after fights after fights and shit like that. And we was enjoying that shit. But what PBC do come behind that? Give us nothing but big fights. Give us nothing but big fights. And it was on PBC Dick then. Oh man, PBC on fire. Oh, they on fire. Oh man, they giving us this, they giving us that. Everybody had their runs, everybody gonna take a little dip. But then you bounce back. But watch Al Heyman bounce back. Watch he bounce back tough and strong at in the middle and the end of 2021. In the middle and the end of 2021. And he go blow shit out the water with the numbers like he always do. You know what I mean? So we'll see. But respect this era of boxing a little bit more. Because we got Hall of Fames coming out this era as well. We got Hall of Fames coming out this era as well. And the shit will heat up. But let's talk about this, fam. Moving on to the next topic. ESJ has came out on his Twitter. Right, has came out on his Twitter. I gotta learn how to use share screen, y'all. My man has came out and told Bud Crawford, we will see who's holding up the division after I get this third scrap. Sending a very stern message to him, saying, I'm on your ass for that WBO, homie. I'm coming for that WBO, homie. I'm going to continue doing what I said I was going to do, right? Because he didn't shy away from his words. The man said he was going to clean up his side of the street, get all the belts over this way, and then I'm coming to see your ass. Then I'm coming to see you. Now you got this fight with Ugas that's going to go down, and that just solidified that fight. That solidified the Ugas fight for all the people that were saying, oh man, Errol ain't, he probably don't even fight Ugas. We don't know what Ugas gonna do. Ugas might fight Thurman. Ugas might fight Bud. Ugas might fight this fighter and that fighter. You can stop it. Errol just confirmed it. After I get this third scrap, letting us know that him and Ugas about to, get in that ring and bang it out. They're about to get in that ring and bang it out. So now, setting up the big fight for the end of 2021. Setting up the big fight for the end of 2021. And it's crazy because Kess was all over my Instagram page. Errol Spence just talking. He ain't said nothing to Bud. He keeps talking about 70-30, 80-20. You know how the haters got to do. They got to put the 70-30, 80-20 in there. Always. But them motherfuckers won't talk about the 60-40. But we know how it go. We know how it go. But nonetheless, right, they on my shit. Oh, he ain't said nothing. Right after that, Errol come out and say, we'll see you holding up the division after I get this third scrap. I post that. I don't see them motherfuckers nowhere. I don't see them posting on my shit talking about he ain't said nothing to him. Right? They ain't saying shit. Everybody quiet now. My brother, Chef Kerry, thank you so much for the donation, bro. Much love, much appreciated, fam. Say sharing some love, bro. I appreciate that, family. Right? They ain't nowhere to be found now. Nowhere to be found. But Errol Spence been saying this all along, fam. Yes, yes, beautiful yours. Errol Spence been saying this all along. What he was going to do. But these motherfuckers is stern on saying, oh, he told Bud, here go the options now. He told Bud go get a belt. Then when Bud get a belt, he talking about 60-40. Right? Then he talking about the other side of the street. Then he talking about why y'all mentioning Bud? I'm gonna go ride my horse. You know how these motherfuckers talking about. Right? Told Bud go get a belt. Yes, Bud got a belt. Guess what Bud did after he got that belt? He signed a new deal with ESPN. So for all y'all kept talking about the fight could have happened back then, no, it could not. It wasn't going to happen. ESPN wasn't fit to send Bud over to PBC to fight Errol Spence. You know, after they just signed this motherfucker to a deal. And he ain't even faced it. I mean, he ain't even fought nobody on ESPN yet. This first fight was on the ESPN fucking app. He beat Jeff Horn on a fucking app. That didn't do nothing for him. Cypress Hill was going down. Nitty G, what's up? He beat that man on the app. That didn't, we know it didn't do nothing for him because they never told us the numbers. Apps never tell you the numbers. But how do we know it didn't do shit for him? Because they brought his ass to the regular ESPN. Then he go fight Amir Khan on ESPN pay-per-view. ESPN pay-per-view. So right then and there, they were trying to test Bud Crawford out as being a 3-division world champion, being a former Undisputed world champion, being the current WO welterweight world champion. They was testing his ass out right there to see if he was a big draw or not. And that shit failed. And this is no knock to Bud. It's just the facts. It failed. So then they still wasn't really trying to put Errol Spence and Bud Crawford together because it was still too early. And they see that it didn't really have a draw. Bud is not really a draw. Errol was doing what he was doing, building his career up. As he said, I'm going to get the belts on this side of the street. And that's exactly what he went after. And when he finally got a unification with Sean Porter, the first cat out of Danny fucking Thurman and Porter himself that he finally got after chasing these motherfuckers since, what, 2015, became champion in 2017, finally get fucking Sean Porter in 19, and in 19 if I'm not mistaken. And then he had a car crash. Car crash hit him out for a whole year. But they still say the man was ducking. Man in the goddamn coma and he ducking. So what, he supposed to fight Bud Crawford from his hospital bed? EJ make his way back to the game. What Bud Crawford say? I don't want to fight him right now. Because if I beat him, I ain't going to get no credit. They going to say, oh, he want the same Errol Spence at first. He coming off the car crash. But how quickly you motherfuckers forget. How quickly y'all forget. Was signed up to fight Danny in the early 2020 of January 25th, if I'm not mistaken. But he still come back and face Danny after the car crash. Putting it all on the line, showing people he don't need no tune-ups and shit like that. And going on and beat Danny Garcia worse than anybody ever beat Danny Garcia. Very convincingly. Then we see him and Bud trying to get the Manny Pacquiao fight because Manny was right there after beat Thurman. Both of them cats trying to chase them the fucking Pacquiao down to get the leverage. Because Bob Earn wasn't trying to do shit. But we know they wanted the leverage. Pacquiao wasn't trying to fight neither one of them motherfuckers because you know they was going to retire his ass. Earl and Bud was going to beat Pacquiao ass. Earl and Bud was going to beat Manny Pacquiao ass. And y'all hit that like button as y'all coming to the building. So he ain't want no parts of them dudes. So he sit his ass out for almost 2 years, waiting on the Conor McGregor fight. Conor McGregor get his ass knocked out, that fall through. Then he tried to come and do some shit with Ryan Garcia, that fall through. So they're like, you know what, we're going to script your ass. We're going to say we putting you in motherfucking recess, but we really scripting your ass to make it sound good. Put him in recess, demote him, promote Ugas. Now Errol for the fight Ugas. Then they didn't even give Pacquiao ass the fucking regular. They took that from his ass, and I think Jamal James got the regular now. So I think Jamal James holding on to the regular WBA. So we heard now, family. The same scrap that Pacquiao had, Errol Spence is finna get. The same scrap that Pacquiao had, Errol Spence is finna get. And I'm gonna say, assuming he beat Dennis Ugas, anything can happen in the ring. There's a video of EJ talking about cleaning up. I think I read that. Anything can happen in the ring. Let's not forget about Bo Max on ESPN has the ridiculous bag, and they were going to write blank checks. How are you going to write blank checks when Bob is only willing? Bob is only willing? Who paid top fighters $1 million? Right, bro. We know it's bullshit. Exactly, Chef. So this is the same belt that Manny Pacquiao had. Mr. Shelton, what's going down, fam? Bud and this team weren't making no effort. They weren't trying to make no effort to fight Ugas. Uppercut Box, what's going down, fam? Shayna, thank you so much, Queen, for the donation. Much love, much appreciated, love. I appreciate that. They weren't trying to make that fight with Ugas. You didn't see no effort coming from Bob Arum, or you didn't see Bud Crawford saying, you know what, you Dennis Ugas, what's up? Let's get it on. You didn't see Bud Crawford making no effort. You didn't see motherfucking Top Rank making no effort. So you had niggas out here talking about Lando 216 was going down. You had niggas out here talking about, oh, Ugas should just disregard Errol Spence. PBC did him dirty. They did him dirty. He won that fight against Sean Porter, but they robbed him. Look, Errol Spence wouldn't even mention his name. Errol wasn't trying to give him no fight. He wouldn't even mention his name. Now that he got a title, now he want to fight him. Man, shut the fuck up. Shut your weak-minded ass up. Errol Spence gets so much hate, it's crazy, though. It's crazy the hate that man received. And he actually fighting the best of the best, but he received all the hate. Errol Spence a bitch. He ain't putting in more money. He ain't this, he ain't that. But you go down his resume, you go down Bud's resume, and there's no comparison. There's no comparison. But, right? They ain't make no push for Ugas. None whatsoever. Big snack pack. What's going down, cuzzo? Jay Dixon, what's going down, fam? They're not making no play for Ugas. Somebody show me an interview with Bud Crawford called Ugas out. Somebody show me an interview with top-ranked Bobby Arum talking about we looking at Ugas. We're going to try to make the Ugas fight happen with Bud for unification. Somebody show me that. One interview, one quote, a fucking article, anything where they try to make a play for Dennis Ugas to get in that ring with Terrance Bud Crawford. And it was very possible. It was possible. But we all know Bob Arum ain't opening up his checkbook for no goddamn body. And Bob Arum don't give a fuck about Terrance Bud Crawford becoming undisputed. He don't give a fuck about Terrance Bud Crawford getting the big fights, in my opinion, because you can tell how he treating him right now. So now that Errol Spence for the fight Ugas, another top 10 welterweight, another world champion, whether y'all like it or not. Whether y'all like it or not, the man is the WBA super. I'm going to repeat, the WBA super world champion. This ain't none of that franchise shit. You feel me? This ain't none of that weak-ass franchise shit. This one of the scraps that's been around for a while. One that you respect. One that you need to be undisputed. Right? So now Errol for the fight for that title, and he still gets shitted on. The man still gets shitted on. Anything to not fight Bud. Why is he fighting Ugas? Ugas need to be fighting Thurman. Ugas need to be fighting this person. Matter of fact, Ugas need to be fighting Bud. When it comes to Errol Spence, it's never good enough, bro. It's never good enough. These motherfuckers go as far as to say Sean Porter and Danny Garcia don't mean shit on Errol Spence's resume. It don't mean shit. But these the same opponents they want for Terrance Bud Crawford. And if Terrance Bud Crawford was to beat Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Mikey Garcia, right? If he was to beat those three names, you know how much shit talking they would be doing? You know how good Danny and Porter and Mikey would be? You know how much they'd be building them up? That all three would be Hall of Famers. If Bud beat them, all three would be Hall of Famers. Man, y'all see how Bud beat Porter? Y'all see what Porter did to Kell Brook? He really beat him. You see what Porter did to this dude and that dude? He beat Ugas. Come on, man, quit hating on Porter. Porter give anybody a tough fight. Like, I'm just saying, if he didn't fight Errol Spence, I don't even think Errol can beat Porter. I don't think Errol can beat Porter. What y'all talking about with Danny? Danny, a 2-division world champion. He whooped the shit out of Matisse, who was a killer at 140. Nobody wanted to fight Matisse. Then he came up to get the WBC scrap, beat Robert Guerrero, right? Look what he just did to motherfucking Red Cat, who knocked out Devin Alexander, who was a 2-division world champion. He knocked his ass out, right? He knocked out Amir Khan. Like, they'll be praising them dudes. Praising them. Oh man, Mikey Garcia was undefeated on the pound for pound list, a credible Hall of Fame fighter, very credible. Him and Bud, they already fought in the amateurs. They already got motherfucking history. And look what Bud did to Mikey Garcia. Nobody else can do that to Mikey Garcia but Terrance Bud Crawford. Nobody else. Bud had the balls to fight Mikey Garcia. But because it's Errol Spence, right? It's little Mikey. Because it's Errol Spence. But Danny Garcia ain't shit. What he do at 147 to deserve those fights? Besides fight the best of the best. Because it's Errol Spence. Sean Porter is Kell Brook. You Dennis Ugas. He they leftovers. That's Keith Thurman leftovers. Niggas ain't right in this boxing game, family. Niggas ain't right in this boxing game. I'm talking about build them up as a fucking Hall of Fame general on. Do you hear me, family? Do you hear me, family? Hey, Jay Dixon, he's a Hall of Famer. He's a big general. As my dude Kevin Gates would say, big general. You feel me? That boy, Mean Machine is a big general. Motherfucker that draw Ray Robinson, dropped Terrance Bud Crawford ass, end up getting stopped. But he's a big general. Yes, Lord. Bud went in there. Hey man, y'all don't know about Mean Machine. That's what y'all don't know. Know what I'm saying? He was in the Olympics, right? He an Olympian, bro. Y'all don't know about Mean Machine. Y'all don't know nothing. Y'all don't know shit about boxing. Them boys can't fuck with Mean Machine. You know, Kavalauskas will beat all them boys. He'll beat all them boys. Them boys can't beat him. Y'all fucking crazy, blind, deaf, and delusional around this motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Exactly, Omega. Exactly. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Jeff Horn beat Manny Pacquiao. So by him beating Manny Pacquiao, guess what? Manny Pacquiao is better than anybody on their resume. So Jeff Horn had the best resume out of them all. And Crawford beat the man that beat the man looking ass nigga. Like Pacquiao ain't got 17-35 motherfucking losses on his record already. You feel me? And much respect to Pac the GOAT. Still hold weight in this boxing game. As an old man still getting in with these young bucks fighting in a different era. But if Manny Pacquiao ain't already get his motherfucking ass knocked the fuck out and outclassed. You feel me? These motherfuckers is crazy, bro. They crazy. But we here now, family. We here now. Look what Errol Spence has done after winning the title. Look what Terrance Crawford has done after winning the title at 147. At 147. You feel me? Let's go down memory lane. We go dry cook these motherfuckers. We go, oh no, what my dude Omega say I like to do? I like to slow cook. I'm a slow cook you motherfuckers. We'll go down memory lane. Drink more water. What's going down, bro? I never really gave two fucks about Groundhog Day, even in elementary. When they talk about Groundhog Day, I never really gave a fuck about it. I really didn't understand it and wasn't even trying to understand it. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to you, though, but I never really gave a fuck about Groundhog Day. That shit never moved me, even as a kid. Teachers, oh, it's going to be Groundhog Day. I'm like, what the fuck is Groundhog Day? Who gives a fuck about Groundhog Day? Okay, we're going to go down memory lane, family. Now, Spence became the world champion 2017. That's I'm quite sure y'all know. Bud became the world champion from Jeff Horn in 2018, June the 9th. Errol Spence, March the 27th. Right? I'm sorry. Jennifer, May the 27th. So they're a year apart, becoming world champion. So now, after Bud won the belt from Jeff Horn, he went and fought Jose Benavidez. After Errol Spence won the belt from Kell Brook, he went and fought Lamont Peterson. Now, who's more accomplished? Who's got the bigger name? Lamont Peterson or Jose Benavidez? And I don't want to hear shit about, oh, Lamont Peterson was at the end of his road. Lamont Peterson just won, the WBA regular, if I'm not mistaken, from David Ebenezer, who just beat Josh Kelly. You feel me? So he vacated that title to come up and fight Errol Spence, right? So Errol Spence has fought the better fighter with Lamont Peterson over fucking Jose Benavidez Jr., who people gonna say he was undefeated, but he had a fucking a gunshot wound to the leg, and Jose David Benavidez can't beat Lamont Peterson to me. Jose Benavidez wasn't going to beat Lamont Peterson to me, right? Then after that, Errol Spence went and fought Carlos Ocampo, the mandatory, who I don't count, who was 22-0, right? You can say he was just like Jose Benavidez, right? Errol get his ass out of there, knock his ass out in one round. Bud go fight Amir Khan after that, and Amir Khan quit it. He quit it, 33-4, Amir Khan, right? After that, Errol went and fought Mikey Garcia. Bud went and fought Aegis Kapolowskis. Who's the better fighter? Who's more accomplished? Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia. And like I told people, and I'm standing on my fucking words, Mikey will beat Aegis Kapolowskis. Mikey will beat Main Machine. Put Mikey in the ring with Main Machine right now. Mikey beat that boy. You feel me? What AB said, I beat that boy. Everybody know I beat that boy. Everybody know I beat that boy. After Kapolowskis, Bud went and fought Kell Brook. He went and fought Kell Brook. Errol went and fought Sean Porter. The Kell Brook that Bud fought, we got to keep it 100. It still was Kell Brook. But if that Sean Porter, if this Sean Porter that we got right now after Errol that fought Errol Spence would have fought that Kell Brook that Bud fought, Sean Porter would have beat his ass. Sean Porter would have beat his ass, family. He would have beat his ass. And I bet money on it. Then, you know, Bud looked like he about to fight Porter now. But Errol wouldn't have fought Danny Garcia. Errol wouldn't have fought Danny Garcia. So even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Errol Spence had a fucking accident and fought and still had more fights than Bud Crawford. From 2018, when Bud Crawford became a world champion, Errol Spence still came and had 5 fights, and Bud only had 4 since 2018. And Errol is fighting a tougher competition. He's fighting the bigger names. He's putting in the more work. And they can't respect it. He's still a bitch. He's still a duck. He don't deserve 60-40. Right? He don't deserve 60-40. And then this is what kills me, family. This is what kills me about these redundant motherfuckers. They say, well, if Bud fought the name that Errol Spence fought, his pay-per-view numbers will look good as well. Do you know what you are insinuating, bro? Do you know what the fuck y'all are saying when y'all say that? Do you know what y'all saying when y'all say that? You motherfuckers are saying that Errol Spence is fighting a better competition, and Bud ain't fighting no-name fighters. I'm sorry, Bud fighting no-name fighters. He ain't fighting the big-name fighters. That's what y'all are saying. Last time I checked, if somebody's fighting the bigger name fighters in a tougher competition, and one fighter is fighting the lesser name fighters, the one that's fighting the tougher competition is supposed to get praised, dog. That man's supposed to get praised. Some way, somehow. That man's supposed to be respected. Some way, somehow. And to my brother Blood Boxing, if you think Errol Spence turns Bud Crawford and worked over $10 million, you got to be crazy, bro. You got to be crazy. Them dudes will work more than 10 million, bro. I know you popping on Google and you looking at them saying, oh, he's only worked this amount. And he's on them dudes will work more than 10 million, dog. Errol made over 10 million fighting Mikey. He made over 10 million fighting Sean. He made over 10 million fighting Danny. He's about to make over 10 million fighting motherfucking Cougars on pay-per-view. So stop talking about Errol and Bud as if they're not making paper, or because they're not pulling in Mayweather numbers, like they shit don't count. Like they shit don't count. You feel me? Quit trying to put these fighters in Mayweather's shoes. But it's going to always be an A side and a B side, period. Period, bro. And A and B side was going on back in Sugar Ray Leonard in them times. A and B side was going on back in Jack Johnson them times. And Roy Jones them time. Joe Louis time. Sugar Ray Robinson time. Floyd Mayweather time. And in the Errol Spence them time. We go out there, you negotiate. One man got more than the other. Unless it was an even fight and you go 50-50 with the shit. So let's not play like this shit ain't been around for a while. It just been to the it just came right front and center because Floyd has changed the game with Al Heyman and won these boys freedom. Won these boys freedom. You feel me? Like my nigga William Wallace said off that motherfucking movie. What's the name of that movie with Mel Gibson? William Wallace, my favorite, one of my favorite movies, man. I just watched that shit the other day. When that motherfucker screamed freedom at the end, when they chopped his motherfucking head off. So he got these boys their freedom, so they're able to talk this A and B side shit. Especially when you're on Al Heyman side. There you go, my brother Omega, Braveheart. Motherfucking Braveheart. But the shit is not rocket science, bro. It's not rocket science. Cause like I said, we take their fucking names away and we add John Doe 1, John Doe 2. Everybody be giving John Doe 1 what the fuck we deserve. You know, motherfuckers already talking about, oh man, I don't like Errol Spence. The dude too cocky. Or the dude is this, or the dude is that. You don't have to like the man to respect the goddamn man. Now, Omega, I'm on that history way harder than sports, bro. We can go toe for toe, blow for blow when we talking about this history shit. I love history, bro. I like the medieval days though. I watched everything medieval, bro. Like I've been watching that shit for a while. Like I ain't even been watching shit up to date. I've been watching nothing but medievals, bro. Been finding nothing but medievals. You know, kings and queens shit from all the way back in the day. So I don't know. I probably watched every goddamn thing. I be going down the line. I be trying to find some shit. I be having to watch it twice because I can't find no new shit. Or I just Google some shit and try to find something new and go watch it. But man, Errol Spence get all this disrespect, dog. All this disrespect. And that man putting in the hard work. That man putting in the hard work. Omega, the only thing he can do to make a fight is sign with PBC or earn pays these dudes purses. They don't even get on their side. Nothing else will make a fight despite these false narratives. What false narratives? Drink more water. What false narratives? Okay, yes sir, Omega. I'm actually in my art class right now. We actually looking at a lot of back in the day shit. You know what I'm saying? Artifacts and pictures and sculptures and shit like that. Good knowledge to have, bro. Good knowledge to have. What false narratives though, Drink? Because what Earl Spence just said ain't a false narrative. Cletus Smith, what's going down, bro? Or living back then, poor folks, I better than king back. I better I poor folks. I don't get what you're saying though, but yeah, that shit was rough back then, though. I still picture myself living back in them days though. I be putting myself in their shoes and shit, what I be doing. But I want the knowledge of today. But yeah, back then, bro, like it was crazy. That shit crazy. But look how far we advanced. Even life changes, life advanced. You feel me? Life advanced. So you think the sport ain't gonna advance as we get moving forward in the future? Shit gonna be different from it is now in boxing once we get there. If Porter beats Spence, I still want Spence. I don't get what you mean, Mr. Shelton. Say that any of these PBC fighters have been trying to fight him. That's a flat out lie. Sean trying to fight and Bud ducking. Petition the WO to make you his mandatory. Bet it won't happen. I'm gonna say this, bro. When you got the PBC, right? And Al Heyman doing what he got to do to keep his fucking company afloat. He keeping his company afloat. Sean Porter versus Thurman was a hell of a fight. Sean Porter versus Danny was a hell of a fight. Danny versus Thurman was a hell of a fight. Errol versus Porter was a hell of a fight. Errol versus Danny was a hell of a fight, right? That's how you keep your company afloat, bro. You keep the money in-house. You keep the money in-house. You do business with yours. And if somehow business happen to go across the street and it's another big fight over there and you can make it happen and it's good business sense, then you make it happen. When Bob Arm had everything on his side, guess what he was doing? Keeping the motherfucking money in-house. In-house. So, of course, the PBC fight is not going to reach out to Terrance Bud Crawford when they making good money on their side, knowing Bob Arm not going to treat them the way that Al Heyman treating them. Especially when Al Heyman making fights and they setting up fights already to be done for the future and you lined up with fights on your side of the street. You eating well over here. You eating very well over here. Just like Bud is comfortable over there on Top Rank, they're comfortable over here on the PBC side. Eddie Hearn with the motherfucking middleweight division was doing in-house fights. So don't just get pissed off at fucking Al Heyman for doing what everybody else doing, right? But when it came time for him to get a Danny Garcia fight, did Bob do what he had to do to make it happen? Did Bob do what he had to do to make it happen? When it came time to get a Sean Porter fight right now, is Bob doing what he got to do to make it happen? Is Bob doing what the fuck he got to do to make it happen? Bob didn't even try to get the man Pacquiao under his own fucking banner. He didn't even try to get Bud Pacquiao under his own fucking banner. But you'll let him go fight Jeff Horn over in Australia. You'll let Manny Pacquiao go fight Jeff Horn over in Australia. And Manny Pacquiao is an 8 division world champion, was the world champion. What the fuck are you doing traveling to Australia to fight a motherfucker named Jeff Horn for? Answer that question. What the fuck is a man named Manny Pacquiao, being the star that he is, doing going to fucking Australia to fight Jeff Horn in his backyard? Like Jeff Horn is a motherfucking money maker. Like he pulling more than fucking Pacquiao. So Bud Crawford can get the fight on his own banner. So it's not no false narrative. People saying the PBC fighters wanted to fight Bud. You know, the false narrative was that the PBC fighters was ducking Bud and they didn't want to fight Bud. That's the fucking false narrative. That's the bullshit that people was running with and trying to make that shit stick. You know what I mean? Trying to make that shit stick, bro. Of course, you keep the money in-house. No one has argued that. My point is these lies that he's been ducking fighters that haven't been trying to fight. It's just that lies. I want to know who said Bud was ducking anybody, bro. Because I never came out my mouth and said Bud was ducking nobody. I know how the business work. I know how the business work, bro. My whole thing is, Bud wasn't really pushing like that for Thurman and Porter and Danny. The only name he kept screaming was Earl Spence. The only name he kept screaming was Earl Spence. And when I come out and say Earl Spence ain't the only big name at the fucking welterweight division, there's other names there that you can have great fights with and make good money with. People shoot those fighters down. Or y'all will say anything for that man not to fight Earl. Y'all will say anything for that man not to fight Earl. You know what I mean? Oh, so many obstacles. But at the same time, these the same motherfuckers Earl Spence fighting, building his resume, going on pay-per-view with. You understand me? Going on pay-per-view, making big ass bags, but we saying anything for Earl not to fight Bud. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So now look, Bud needs Sean. Bud needs Sean. Bud needs Sean, bro. There is no offer, Omega Red. This man been saying 60-40 for 2 years now with no intention of making a fight until his PBC business is done. Bro, bro, every fight begins with a verbal agreement. Every fight begins with a verbal agreement, bro. So let's not make it like, oh, he ain't really sending the offer. Yes, he is sending the offer. Yes, he is sending the offer. Because if Bud Crawford say, you know what, I accept the 60-40. EJS can't go nowhere. That boy can't go nowhere. You feel me? That's exactly what it is, Omega. Take it and call his bluff. Call his bluff. You feel me? Call his bluff. But that's a call out. That's a call out. That's a call out, homie. I'm glad I'm not a man fan. Y'all boys be making ridiculous excuses. Where H Money was at? He was in her. That sucker ain't jumping her, did he? I ain't see that chump jump in. But that was a call out, bro. He had to take the 60-40. And motherfuckers went crazy when he said that too. Oh man, 60-40. Oh, here we go now with 60-40. Here go another excuse. Oh my God, bro. This dude cannot do nothing to try to make this fight happen to satisfy motherfuckers. No, everybody know Bob Arum ain't sending over no offer. Everybody know he ain't sending over no offer. Now that Errol Spence is the A side, last time I checked, Omega, who sent the offers? When you the A side, you supposed to send a contract, right? When you the A side, you sending contracts. Errol Spence say 60-40. No good. No good. What the fuck you mean no good? So I guess I'm supposed to give you 50-50. And I guess I'm supposed to fight on ESPN as well. I guess I'm supposed to give you 50-50. And I'm supposed to fight on ESPN as well. Y'all crazy. There is no bluff to be called until he wants to fight. Telling the man 60-40, but the fight won't happen. Now is nigga just talking shit. No, it's not. No, it's not. It ain't just talking shit. It ain't just talking shit. Because you set an agreement. All the man got is his what? His balls and his word, right? Yeah, watch this, Omega. All the man got is his balls and his word, family. And when you give a motherfucker your word, you're supposed to keep it. Errol Spence is a man of his word. Errol Spence is a man of his word. Always have been and always will be, to me, until he proved different. But not only that, bro. We all heard him say 60-40. We all heard him say 60-40. So if Bud Crawford say, I accept the 60-40, we got to look at Errol Spence and say, what's up, homie? He accepted that bitch. Road Boy, Florida, what's going down, fam? We got to look at Errol Spence and say, he accepted that bitch, homie. He said 60-40. Now, what's up, Earl? What's up, bro? You don't come out and say 50-50 or no fight. Or you don't come out and say if it ain't 60-40 my way, then it ain't no fight. You don't come out and say that, bro. Especially when you know this man been putting in the hard fucking work. You know it your goddamn self, bud. You know damn well that man been putting in more work than you at 147. Your team know it. Your promoter know it. The fans know it. But y'all want to use 35 and 40 to make up. Oh, well, Bud ain't been doing that well at 47. But what he did at 40 and 35 holds weight. Okay, holds weight for the Hall of Fame. Holds weight for the pound for pound list. It don't hold weight with the business, family. It don't hold weight with the business, family. Accept 60-40 but wait 2 or 3 years. That's not an offer to me, and no one will convince me otherwise. Has nothing to do with being a man fan. Simple logic. Errol Spence just said 60-40 in 2020. Errol Spence just said 60-40 in 2020. Drink more water. We in 2021. Not only we're in 2021, we one fight away from Errol having 3 scraps, and there's only one motherfucker out there with 1 more scrap, and that's Terrance Bud Crawford. That's how 60-40 come into play. That's how you back a motherfucker in the corner. No matter if you got 3 scraps or whoever I fight, you said 60-40 and I accept the 40, nigga. I accepted the 40. Those was your words. I accept the verbal agreement. Now let's make it happen. You leave no room for 70, 30, 80, 20. You leave no room for that shit. But like I said, remember, Bud Crawford the one that said, I don't want to fight him coming off the car crash because they're not going to give me any credit. Then he go fight fucking Danny beat his ass. And let's not forget Bud Crawford coming out saying he want Manny Pacquiao next. He want Manny Pacquiao next. Over Errol Spence? Yes, I want Manny Pacquiao over Errol Spence. Those are Bud Crawford words. Bud Crawford words. You think Errol Spence don't hear that shit? You think he don't hear that shit? Young Billionaire, what's up, man? Young Billionaire, you been talking that shit about my guy Spence. I've been seeing you, homie. I've been seeing you. I've been seeing you on them boys panels talking that shit about Spence. I've been seeing you. You know what I mean? I've been seeing you saying Derrick James is the reason. You know the fight ain't happening. You holding it up. Derrick James ain't no reason shit happened. That ain't the nerve to be riding with. That ain't the nerve to be riding with. Feel me? Derrick James is a fucking trainer. Derrick James ain't Errol Spence's manager. He ain't Errol Spence's promoter. He is trainer. And whomever they set him up to fight, that's who Derrick James go get him ready to fight. Y'all think Derrick James don't want Errol Spence to fight Terrance Bud Crawford? Because he came out and said Terrance Bud Crawford fan don't buy tickets? When did y'all ever hear Derrick James say Terrance Bud Crawford shouldn't be fighting Errol Spence? I don't want Errol Spence to fight Terrance Bud Crawford. You feel me? When did y'all ever hear Derrick James say some shit like that, young billionaire? I know you hear. I'm asking you a question. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop you the link. I'm gonna drop you the link. I dropped the link for you, young billionaire. I feel you drink more water. I feel if you're tired of talking about it. They do need to fight, right? But it ain't gonna take it ain't gonna take away from a man deserve what he deserves.
MB, what's up, bro?
What's going down, bro?
Man, hey man, it's good music to my ears. What Spence said, man. So we ain't got no obstacles, no nothing, man. But nah, the thing about Derrick James is that, to be honest, he was saying that like he always seemed to not want to bring up Bud. You know what I mean? Or always like when it came to see to me, if you're trying to make an undisputed fight, why would you want to lessen the fighter, like lessen what Bud doing? And see that's not what a trainer is supposed to do. He like, well, Bud need to get his situation sorted. Bud need to get his promoter right. Bud need to build up his numbers. Bud fans don't want to see the fight. He was saying stuff like that on different podcasts though, man. It's not like Derrick didn't go out his way to diminish Bud, but that don't help the fight grow. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to make Errol the most money, make yourself the most money, make Bud the most money. You don't talk negative about the numbers that Bud is doing, and you don't try to put Bud down in a way where it kind of demeans the fight. And that's what I felt like Derek was doing. Hey, Monty, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I'm here. But so let me tell you this, bro. In the beginning, Derrick James did nothing but give Bud Crawford nothing but the utmost respect. So when he say he goes out his way to say this, that's false. That's a false narrative. On the simple fact of, did you watch Bo Mac every time he talk about Errol Spence, shit on Errol Spence?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw,
No,
and I
no,
think
I'm talking about from the beginning. From the
yeah,
beginning, before that shit even really heated up. You know how Bo Mac came out and shitted on Errol Spence. Hold on, I heard what you said. Bo Mac
okay,
came out telling Errol Spence, you know what I mean? Oh, he's a duck. Oh, he ain't shit. Oh, you know, Bud will knock his ass out. You know what I mean? Oh, he's a drunk. Bo Mac, I'm talking about talk so much shit about Errol Spence to where we couldn't wait to get Bo Mac ass to question his ass before he came on Trill. Come on, these
yeah,
Derrick James, go back to the beginning and watch how Derrick James talk about Terrance Bud Crawford. I watched everything, bro. He gave Terrance Bud Crawford nothing but the utmost respect. Nothing but the utmost respect. And said him and Errol gonna be great fights. It's gonna be great fights. Right? So when people look at shit, they want to talk about what trainers supposed to be doing. You still haven't heard Derrick James say he don't want to fight with Errol Spence Jr. When he came out and he said that shit about that, that's because they was talking shit about Derrick and talking shit about Errol. So of course they go shoot back.
you know what though, Monty?
Hold on,
Derek did. Okay, go ahead. I'm a.
Derrick James is not Errol Spence's manager. He's not his promoter. Derrick James said plenty of times, listen, man, whomever my guys want to fight, that's who I'm getting them ready for. It don't matter who it is. It don't matter who it is. You feel me? When you look at this situation and you look what Derrick James said, he never tried to shit on Bud Crawford for saying he didn't deserve to fight or things of that nature. It came out to be that, okay, the fans was getting on Derrick, and Derrick said, well, if y'all so much of his fans, how come y'all don't buy his pay-per-views? Derrick ain't saying shit different than all of us saying. He's sitting back as a fan watching boxing, seeing what's going on with Bud Crawford, just like everybody else seeing what's going on with Bud Crawford. Everybody's saying what fucking Bob Arum saying about Bud Crawford, right? So his team putting that noise out there to make people say what they say. I mean, when we see the numbers, it's no comparison with the numbers, no matter what people want to say. So if your team putting the shit out there and people saying it, of course people gonna say he need to get his business together. But you never once heard Derrick James say, well, you know what, Bud don't deserve to fight with Errol Spence, and we don't want. I tell Errol not to fight Errol. I tell Errol not to fight Terrance Bud Crawford. His job is to train Errol for whomever gonna be next. But a coach can have their opinion. He never shitted on Bud, said he can't fight, saying he ain't shit, things of that nature. Only thing the man probably talk about was him getting his business together and people that's supposed to be his fans not buying his fights. And those are facts. Those are facts. We get on here and argue with motherfuckers every day or debate, however people want to call it, with people every day that say he turns Bud Crawford fans. And then when we say, well, did you buy the pay-per-view? No, I ain't buy the pay-per-view. You see what I'm saying? So the facts are the facts, bro. But go ahead, speak what you're gonna speak.
Oh nah, I was just saying Bo Mac is wrong for calling Errol a drunk, and you know I don't condone what Bo Mac says either, bro. Like I'm not in it to, you know, even when he said Errol was living check to check, I didn't like that shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm not condoning what Bo Mac doing, but Bo Mac doesn't seem like he don't want Bud to fight Errol. Like at times it used to seem like Derek was like, oh, well Bud got Sean Porter out there. Why he worried about us? Like he said that in the interview. I don't know what trainer says that type of shit though, Monty. That's what I'm trying to expound on. I don't know what trainer be like, yeah, you got, you know, Porter still out there. Why you worried about us? Go fight Porter. I'm like, what? Like Bo Mac would never say, hey Errol, you know, go fight Ugas. Why you worried about us? You know what I'm saying? Like that shit. And then also Derek did an interview where he was like, he wasn't calling Bud by his name. He was like that guy. You know, that guy over there, that guy. And he kept mentioning the Canelo fight. He was like, yeah, we don't have to fight, but we can go up to fight Canelo, or we can fight. And just as much as Bud wanted to fight Pacquiao, Errol wanted to fight Pacquiao. Like this is not, you know what I'm saying? Both of these guys.
I never denied it.
But yeah, both of these guys, like you said, when Manny Pacquiao pick up the phone, you got to go get that. You know, and Bud been wanting Pacquiao for 7, 8 years, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's probably one of the reasons why he re-upped with Top Rank, because Pacquiao was still with Top Rank when he re-signed, and then he left after, you know, Bud re-signed with Top Rank. You know, I don't know why he thought he would get that fight, but I'm pretty sure that that's one of the reasons why, one of the motivating factors why Bud re-signed. But yeah, but Bonnie, though, when Derek say that guy, he say, well, there's other dudes out there for you to fight. Why you worried about us? Bro, that's kind of weird for a trainer to be saying, man. When you say you train your fighter for whatever guy you want him to fight, you get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, Monty. Like, I ain't trying to, you know.
Well, that's why I say what I say, because, like I say, teams has been shooting shots at each other, right? So when you see Derek say that, you didn't see Bomac say, "Fuck Errol Spence, we don't need him. We're a Hall of Fame anyway." So you seen Derek saying, "Oh well, that guy," and you got Porter out there. That's after Bud Crawford and Bomac them coming out saying, "We don't need Errol Spence. We don't need Errol Spence. We're a Hall of Famer. We're a Hall of Famer." So when Bomac come out and say, "Fuck Errol Spence, we don't need him. We already a Hall of Famer," right? He need Bud. What's that saying about Bomac? And of course they're going to want the Errol Spence fight because it's their biggest fucking payday. You'll be a fool not to want it, right? You'll be a fool. Now, with the Manny Pacquiao situation, I said it was a race to Manny Pacquiao. It was a race because it was the leverage. If Bud would have got Pacquiao, he beat him. First of all, it would have been on pay-per-view. It would have did great pay-per-view numbers. Bud would have got another scrap. He could come to the table and say 50-50 hands down. Nobody can argue that shit. Nobody can argue it. Errol Spence, if I get my hands on Manny Pacquiao, I get the WBA Super. Guess what? I do another great motherfucking pay-per-view show. I pick up another bag. I pick up another scrap, right? And his legacy. And guess what? I still got leverage over Bud Crawford. You feel me? So no one was denying that shit. My thing with that is Pacquiao got script for that title, and that same title, Errol Spence is going after. He's going after the same title that they tried to get. Of course, it was attached to Manny Pacquiao, but nonetheless, that title still holds leverage. It still holds leverage because if Bud was to fight Ugas and win, guess what Bud can say? I'm unified champ. 50-50, right? But you don't see Bud there making the effort to fight Ugas. You don't see it. You don't see Bob trying to open up the paycheck to get Ugas over there to get that scrap return, Bud Crawford. You don't see it. But you see Errol Spence for to fight Ugas for a third scrap, right? You have to fight him for a third scrap that people try to shit on. A lot of niggas you be on the panel with, right? Y'all had a full panel. Them talking about, well, Earl fighting nigga Ugas and shit, doing anything not to fight Bud. You over there with the nigga Correa, right? He just hate Errol Spence now, if you haven't done your history. But it looked like you know a lot about a lot, and it looked like you go back in the days and you listen to shit, right? As much as he's trying to say, I don't care about this, I don't care about that, and as much as he tried to paint the picture of Derrick James don't like him, that's all false bullshit. All false bullshit, right? That shit that happened in the gym where he talking about Errol said shut up and let him talk is bullshit. Derrick James already put that shit out there. That's bullshit, right? So you got to stop listening to motherfuckers that's trying to feed you these false ass narratives because they trying to push their own agenda. At the end of the day, bro, these dudes go fight in my eyes, right? The fight is bigger. The fight is bigger now than it was back then. Way bigger now. The bitch can be for undisputed. And Bud is gonna make way more money than he would have made back then. So we gonna see what Bud gonna do coming up this October when his contract expires. See if he goes re-sign with Top Rank, or he's gonna go out on his own and believe in his goddamn self and keep all that fucking money in his own pocket for generational wealth in your kids, instead of trying to sign back with somewhere to where you feel comfortable with. Because you've been with Top Rank for so long, you know the routine, everything, feel comfortable, the people you talk to, things of that nature. It's a process that you already know. But you gotta go out and take a chance on your motherfucking self right now. Bob said all this shit about you, and you talking about resigning back with this motherfucker. So we're gonna see how that play out. But now that Errol Spence coming out saying, right, we'll see you holding up the division after I get this third scrap. What's your thoughts on that?
Oh, now when he get that third strap, like but see, Monty, though, I am one of the ones that came on your panel and told you that I don't care. Like if I want Bud to take the 60-40, I'm not arguing it's 50-50. I don't care about that shit. So if he get his third strap,
but when I see
and you come,
I'm saying when I see you on other panels with Negroes and they talking shit about that, you don't stress that issue. You don't stop them niggas in their tracks and say, well, you know what, bullshit accepted 40. You know what I'm saying? You let them niggas go on and on. Like if you feel that way about it, and I'm not saying you gotta do that type of shit. I'm not saying you gotta
Yeah.
defend or expensive things of that nature. But if that's how you feel, when I hear you talk, I feel you. I see you going along with them niggas and they nerve. I don't see you stopping and saying the shit you say over here, over there, bro. And that's just
Well,
being real.
shit, yeah, see, like me, I never talk about the numbers. I just be like, well, shit, I want Bud and Errol to fight. So even when they be going in on their numbers, I don't partake in the numbers. I don't care, bro. I just want if especially when Errol gets that third strap. I mean, it's just logic. It's just leverage. It's just the truth. If Bud takes, I want Bud to take that 60-40, and if he beat him like I believe he can, get the 60-40 and recoup that money in the rematch. Because I believe they'll fight twice. Because I know Errol and them, I know it's the biggest money they both can make at the welterweight division. And if Bud do beat Errol, Errol ain't going out like that. Errol ain't no sucker. So he'll come back and fight Bud and vice versa. I think both of them will fight each other, especially if it's a close fight. Like I think it will be. Like I think it's gonna be contested. I think Bud could hurt him. I think Errol can, hurt Bud too. So it's just one of those things, bro. Like honestly, Errol is a great fighter. Errol is a great fighter, bro. It's just, I do think that it was strategic all along to and I didn't, maybe foresight wise, I didn't look at it like, damn, Errol is gonna make this fight the undisputed fight. Cause I was just looking at it maybe, oh shit, he called him out, he told him go get a belt, yada yada. Whereas now, you know what I'm saying, like you said, it's for all the marbles, it's for undisputed, it's the biggest fight, in the welterweight division, arguably in boxing. And shit, like I didn't see Errol and Al Haymon was playing chess. Whereas I was just looking at it and not from a bird's eye view, from a boxing fan's perspective. You know what I'm saying? I wanted it early. I wanted it when Bud first came up after he beat Horn. You know what I mean? Maybe one fight after that, like right after the Mikey fight. I would have loved to have it. But shit, now that it's here and now that Errol put that out, that's music to my ears, bro. You know what I'm saying? And but yeah, I did believe Derek and Bo Mac. Shit, I believe now. Shit, I'm starting to believe that Bud and Errol both said stupid ass shit though. Like Errol saying 70-30 on different media outlets. I know this is down the line. Um, Bud saying, well, shit, it got to be 60-40 my way. After Errol said that shit, or Bud saying I don't need Errol because I'm a Hall of Famer, and Errol saying I don't need Terrance Crawford, and Errol saying I ain't worried about Terrance Crawford. Then Bud saying I don't care, fuck EJ, I don't care if I fight him. And then Errol saying, they can't tell me to shut up and box. And Bud saying, you'll be known for ducking me. You know what I'm saying? All these dudes just going around, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just, I felt like that if they'd have just worked in silence instead of putting all this shit in the media, I don't think the heat would be as much. But I do think both of them deserve a little bit of what they both get. You know what I'm saying? From the fans and shit too. Honestly.
No doubt.
Looking back over it. Like my shit perspective could change, bro, like daily. You know what I'm saying? Like perspective, like they both kind of, they both needed a fucking publicist, to be honest. They both just said shit. Like even this 80-20 shit, I know that video old, but it started the fans to be like, see Errol, it made Errol look bad in that light with the 80-20, even though that shit is old. And even though Bud's saying I don't need Errol, that shit looks bad. You know what I'm saying? When you supposed to make this fight big.
Did you know 80-20 was a damn joke? Like if people look at that video and see that man, if they took that shit serious, bro. And if they took watch it, if they took this shit serious, as that man small, he finna get Terrance Bud Crawford 80-20, it just shows you how uptight motherfuckers really are, bro. They really do, bro. Like, ain't no way in hell Earl Spence know damn well Terrance Bud Crawford ain't accepting no goddamn 80-20. Now we gonna listen to this, bro. If people take this shit and take this shit to the heart, what this man said, 60-40 God. 7:30 now. Fuck it. Talking to trolls. Now, when you look at that shit, him talking to the troll, right? That video was him addressing Terrance Bud Crawford trolls. When they said, okay, Earl, you the 60-40 guy, right? He came back and said, okay, I'm the 60-40 guy. He said, you know what? Fuck it. 70-30. I'm an 80-20 nigga. If motherfuckers took that fucking video and said, this nigga talking about giving Terrance Bud Crawford 80-20, get the fuck out of my face, bro. That's some of the silliest shit ever, man. And people really running with that shit. They really running with it. Oh man, he
Hey,
offered 20 now. He's ducking. You got motherfuckers even writing stories in boxing 24/7. Where Earl tell them boys, man, that shit was so old. Find something new to talk about, bro. Like, ain't no way in hell that man mean he was giving Bud Crawford no 80-20. The offer is 60-40, bro. That's going to be the offer. That's going to be the offer, right? But when you look at both of these dudes, one man is putting in heavy work, the other one is putting in okay work. And that's just the fact of the matter, bro. But people not gonna get credit what credit is doing is fucked up. And like I always say, if the shoe was on the other foot, if the shoe was on the other foot, and the Bud Crawford was in Errol Spence position, and Errol was in Bud position, and they was at 147 right now, I would be telling Errol Spence, your motherfucking ass need to set the 40%. Bud Crawford is the A side. The boy has did more than you at 147, right? Kwame, what's going down? I see you in the building, Kwame, right? The boy has done more than you at 147, and he deserved the larger revenue of the fucking pie. Period, bro. But people can't keep that same energy, dog. They can't.
shit, Bud take the 60-40, bro. I don't fuck the pride. You know what I'm saying? Get the 60-40, get it in. And shit, you know, Errol about to pick up that third strap. It is what it is. Shit, he, you know, Errol doing like I can't wait to see this Ugas and Errol, you know, numbers too. And I think shit, how you think that fight gonna do, Errol and Ugas?
They always look at the numbers. Stephen Espinoza always say the number he's looking for is 200,000, right? 200,000. Sorry, yeah, 200,000 bars, right? That be
Right.
the number. That's where it be said at. That's what pay per view be said at. So that's why it be killing me when people come out here be talking about Floyd Mayweather and all that shit. The numbers, like they look for a certain number to be okay with the pay per view, right? So
Right.
Earl and Ugas, if it's set at 200,000, it can go over 200,000 plus. You never know, just on how they promote the shit. But Earl Spencer has been doing 300 plus, three in a row. People want to say him and Danny only did 200. No, they did 300 when you go back and look at it. Them numbers flew in, it was over 300, right? It was over 300. So he's been doing 300. So I'm still looking at him doing 300,000. You know what I mean? 300 to 300,000 plus. And I believe he can do that because Errol Spence is growing as a fighter. People loving to see Errol Spence grow. It's for three scraps, right? Three scraps shorty out here. You know what I mean? So as long as they promote it right, I look at that bitch doing 300,000 plus. That's the number he's been setting, and that's the number I'm gonna stick with. It's gonna be one hell
No,
of a well.
no, okay, that's shit. That's good. Like, if they do 300,000, that's good numbers. Like that would validate even more so that of his star status. But this is my thing. Like, I hope, and you know how much of a Bud fan I am. I hope this rumor of this Josecito Lopez shit is false, bro.
Yeah,
Because
that's
if he
I don't
fight
believe
Jose,
that shit.
you don't believe he gonna fight Josecito?
Yeah, I don't believe. I believe when Bomac said that shit was false. I believe Bomac. He said that's a false statement. I don't think in that. Hold on,
Yeah.
see that.
So you think Bud gonna fight Porter? You think if
I
Bud
do.
fight Porter, if Bud, so you believe that's gonna happen?
I do. I think him and Porter gonna happen. I think Bud gonna shut all the haters and the naysayers up. He gonna fight Porter.
And do you think that's gonna be on pay per view or that's gonna be on regular TV?
Depends on Bob Earn. Bob Earn don't want to put shit on pay per view. Brandon House is going down, fam. He don't want to put shit on pay per view. He act like he don't want to take a chance in a pandemic. I'll put it on pay per view. I'll put like
Because I
I'll
will
try.
buy it. I wonder if people I wonder how many people in the chat will buy it. I know everybody, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people you know, are telling Bud to fight somebody, but if Bud did fight Porter, would y'all buy it?
People buy it. I
Would you
believe that bitch. I believe damn right I'm buying that bitch. Hell yeah, I want to see that fight. I'll pay for
and you
Bud.
doing shit, how many pay-per-views you think Bud and Errol do?
Man, for Undisputed,
Undisputed.
they going over 700 in my
Yeah,
eye.
I think they could hit 700, 750.
Ryan Clark was going
I
down,
think
bro.
700 to 750 is a perfect range.
They going over 700.
But yeah, like you said, Monty, you know, like you said, Monty, like what Errol said today, that's shit. That shit put a lot of shit in perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want him to be addressing Bud. Like I want Bud to address. I don't want them to be talking around each other, bro. Like when when they say something about each other, I want them to go right, like, hey, yeah, we know who, like, I know who he's talking about, but I want him to act Bud. Like, don't be after your fight, after my fight, Bud, you know what's up. Like I know I know that's who he's talking to, and I want Bud to do that shit to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather them just
But Errol
shit.
Spence always said he's going to fight Terrance Crawford. He's not leaving the division without fighting Bud Crawford. But Errol Spence always said, I'm going to clean up my side of the street, then I'm going to come over there. Right? But people, they don't give a fuck about that. They all, oh, he ain't fighting Bud now. He ain't fighting Bud now. And when like I said earlier, when I said it's more fighters out there than just Errol Spence for Terrance Crawford to fight. Oh, y'all just saying anything for Earl and Bud not to fight. Y'all just saying anything. But now, you still, Bud come out and say you still haven't had that marquee fight. But when Earl getting to fight the Porters and the Garcias and the Mikeys, oh, they nobodies. But these are the same fighters that Bud need to be somebody. As he say, not me, this ain't me. It's his words. I need that marquee fight. I'm a Hall of Famer, but I still haven't had that marquee fight yet. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So when you got a chance to fight those fighters, you got to push too. You got to get on your promoter as your promoter, the one out trying to pay motherfuckers. Know what I mean? And when they got shit set up with PBC and they got more money coming in, they're not gonna sit up there and just let anything happen. You know what I'm saying? So people don't look at it from that side of the perspective. They just looking at their own side. Bud, my fighter, or these dudes don't want to fight and they ducking things of that nature because it sounds good and it fit their narrative. But if you look at the overall motherfucking grand scheme of things, right, you'll see that okay, Bud, if you want to fight, push a little harder. Tell your promoter, do what Teofimo Lopez doing. You know what I mean? So it's gonna come down to that, bro. But I do think the fight with Errol and Bud is gonna happen. I believe Bud is going to hopefully he put his damn pride to the side and accept the 40%. Right? I just want people, man, when they talking about this shit, whether if you fed up with what Errol's saying or what Bud's saying, I want people to start looking at all the facts, putting everything together. Don't just look at one side and because you gotta feel it for it. Because I look at Bud's side and I like I say, only thing I got a problem with Bud with is the business side. Inside the ring, I don't give a fuck if you got Bud knocking Earl out in the first round. Right? I got it as a 50-50 fight. Can go either way. Both of them bad motherfuckers. I got Errol Spence winning, but I'd be a fool to say Bud Crawford can't win the fight. Right? So when it comes to business, it's not close. It's not close, bro. And Bud need to accept that 60-40. Because when we look at these dudes and people say, well, the Bud fought the competition Earl fought, they need to be different. Of course. So y'all alluding to and admitting that Errol Spence has been fighting a tougher competition, the bigger names. That's why his pay-per-view numbers are what they are. And Bud has been fighting the lesser names, and that's why his pay-per-view numbers are what they are. So, but people ain't gonna get credit for that. They just gonna find a way around the shit and to crack jokes. And Earl say he want to go sit on his ranch with chickens and horses and all that bullshit. But when he speak the facts on their ass, they gonna play ring around the rosy with you.
Hey, Monty, that shit is funny though. When he said I'm gonna go sit on my ranch, like I didn't expect him to. So let me defend that though. I did not expect him to say that shit when Bud is in attendance. You got see, Monty, you gotta be real though.
When
like
Bud is in attendance, when Bud came to the fight and left, because Bud wasn't in attendance when they was talking. If Bud, like I said, if Bud wanted to say something, Bud could have went back there to that post-fight comment, bro. He could have went back there to the post-fight conference and told Errol Spence, "What's up, homie?" You know what I'm saying? What's up? But he didn't go back there. He came to the fight. Fight was over. He shook out. Everybody keep talking about, oh, he didn't let Bud in the ring. They weren't giving interviews in the ring. Fucking protocol. Then he got out the ring and did his interview. Earl got out the ring and did his interview. Then they went to the post fight. Well, Bud could have walked back there and they would have gladly let his ass in and he could have talked this shit. But he didn't do that.
So okay, see that's the thing though, Monty. Like, so you gonna just address that? Okay, you dressing Bud, not going to the press conference, but in the post fight conference, Errol say I'm not worried about Terrance Crawford. Like that's, they both see what I'm saying. They both kind of just drop the ball in that aspect to build the fight up because they both like okay, Terrance could have went and said something, but Errol saying I ain't worried about him, and he came to the fight. That don't look good on both sides.
Hear this out, bro.
All right, let me hear you.
Earl, right?
Yeah.
Bud said, I want Manny Pacquiao. The man said, you want Manny Pacquiao even over Errol Spence? Even over Errol Spence, I want Manny Pacquiao. Right? After that, Bud came out with a video saying, I don't need Errol Spence. See what I'm saying? I don't need him. He need me. That's when he went on that little rant. When I heard everybody else talking about it, I didn't hear Bud Crawford. And when I say that, the people he's sitting around, he taking everything he heard from them and he's saying that shit because he was getting caught up. Right? He said he's not going to Dallas. At first he said he's not going to Dallas, but he ended up coming to Dallas. You see what I'm saying? That's when he was in Colorado Springs when he was out there. I'm just chilling out here. I got some time to talk to y'all. And that shit caught fire. That's how I said Buddy to open up his mouth more. Because when he got to talking, that shit caught the internet by surprise. Right? So he went out there saying the shit that he said about Errol Spence. I don't need him, and I am a Hall of Fame and this and that. Of course, people egos go play a part. But you gotta hear this out. Errol Spence got out a badass car crash, right? Ever since the car crash, he's been working his ass off. Like to get back to that position to fight. You stand up when people looked at Errol Spence and you seen that he was in shape because he never walked around that long being in shape, bro. So he getting himself back to training. You've been away from your family for almost a fucking year, right? Almost a year, but you're training your ass off. Training your ass off, bro, to get back. So after all that shit, the car crash, you train your ass off, right? And remember, Bud said he didn't want Errol Spence after the car crash because nobody's gonna give him credit. So you doing all that shit, bro. Then you going on, you beat Danny Garcia. This is your moment. You know what I'm saying? This is your moment, bro. Just like Bud didn't want to get Errol his moment, Errol Spence didn't want to get Bud his moment. Whether we like it or not, that's what was going on. Yes, both of these motherfuckers got egos. Yes, they do. But when you look at that situation, you got to let the man take that shit in, bro. I've been training for so long. All I want to do is go relax, chill out, see my family, right? Like you say, that's a brand new ranch he just got. The man is into animals. You understand me? He's into animals. So he go buy some new animals. Whatever you got, chicken, horses, whatever the fuck you buy, right? That's what you do when you got a ranch. You bring a little farm. You put animals on the motherfucker. He's a country boy. That's what people do in the country, right? So the man want to sit back and chill out and rest after so fucking long of training, right? And you know you got to be going through all type of emotions. You're going to beat Danny Garcia. You see that you still got it. You don't know what the fuck gonna happen in the ring, but he been telling people what he was gonna do. Holler at me in 2 weeks, man. Holler at me in 2 weeks. But you gotta let a motherfucker relax and chill. You feel me? Everybody know what the question is, but like I say, you answer the same question over and over. You can only answer the same question in so many ways, bro. Go look at every Errol Spence interview telling you, I'm going to fight Terrance Bud Crawford before I leave the division. I'm not leaving. I want to be undisputed. I'm not leaving without fighting this dude, bro. I'm not leaving. And realistically, the fight only been real for 1 year. Realistically, if you really look at things, it only been real for 1 year. But people want to say, oh, it could have been 3 years. They could have been fought and all this shit. Man, if you really go back and study the shit and really see what was going down, the fight only been realistic for 1 fucking year. Errol sat out a whole fucking year, 2019, and came back in 2020. Sat out a whole fucking year. You feel me?
Yeah. Came back the end of 2022.
The end of 2022. Exactly. But people don't take that into consideration. They just say, oh, he's been chasing it for 3 years. He's been chasing it for 3 years, and things of that nature. But people don't look at all the facts, man. People want what they want to fit their narratives, bro. That's all it is. They want what they want to fit their narratives. I'm gonna always keep it real. I'm gonna always look at things from both sides of the fucking field, right? That's why I say I ain't got no problem with Bud. The only thing is the business side. That's the only thing. You want to touch on that?
Yeah, I'm still. Yeah, I can't hear you. What you say?
Now I say, do you want to touch on that? Everything I said, Texas Bubbles one down, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. The only thing I would say to that though, Monty, is that one press conference after the press conference after the Porter fight before the accident, he said I ain't worried about Terrance Crawford again. And now before the accident, and then after this fight, after that press conference against Danny, him saying the same thing. It just, saying when people that like it just rub you the wrong way. And also that's why I said when Bud's saying that, I don't need Errol Spence. I mean, I don't like that shit. I don't like it from either one of them. I don't like it from either one of them because realistically, I know they both said they want to be undisputed at welterweight. So if without each other, there's no way they could be undisputed without fighting each other. So they both actually need each other. It's just an ego thing. And I don't, but I understand that Errol, was out the ring, and that's what, and that's another thing. Bud Bud did not want to fight Errol after the accident, and I understand why he would say that. And Errol and his team wouldn't have took that fight after that accident because they didn't. Not saying Danny is somebody that they wanted to test out, but they damn sure wasn't gonna get in there with Bud after the accident. 15-month layoff out the ring. He wasn't fighting Bud, and we both knew that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that follows boxing knew that Errol wouldn't take a fight like of that magnitude after that accident and not having fought and not having tested, getting the ring rust off a little bit. So yeah, Bud wouldn't have got no credit if he fought Errol after that accident. So yeah, it was unrealistic to happen. But yeah, I don't like but Bonnie, Errol did say after that Sean Porter press conference, he's not worried about Terrance Crawford. Yeah. So that's something that he's been like in press conferences, he's been consistently saying, I'm not worried about Terrance Crawford. So that's that, and just like you say that Bud said he wanted Pacquiao, whatever, they both have done things where it enrages both sides. Whoever's a Bud fan gonna get like, oh, Errol said he ain't worried about him. When Bud say, hey man, I'd rather have Pacquiao, then it's gonna make the Errol fans be like, see, he don't need him. He said he don't need Errol. So they both doing dumb shit that make both sides have a leg to stand on. That's what I say to that.
This is what you got to know. After the Danny Garcia fight, Errol already had. After the Sean Porter fight, Danny Garcia was already booked. He was already booked for the beginning of January 25th of 2020. That was already in play. Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, January 25th of 2020. That was already in play, right? So when you say you're not worried about Terrance Crawford, like it's not in the sense of I'm not giving a fuck about him that I'm not gonna fight him. That's just not on your mind right now. I'm finna fight Danny Garcia next. It's already in play, right? But like you said, I'm gonna clean up this side of the street, and that's exactly what he's been doing, cleaning up his side of the street. Feel what I'm saying? So that's why I say when you're on the PBC side, bro, and they got you set on the blueprint, you're going to follow that blueprint. You're going to follow it because that is your home team, right? And I always knew that you go fight Terrance Crawford because, like I say, he keeps saying he's not gonna leave. But that is your home team, and that's how it was set up. Sean Porter, Danny Garcia. Sean Porter, Danny Garcia. And then we was gonna see did it move to the Manny Pacquiao fight. Because remember, Manny was over there as well for him to get that scrap. And then people was gonna say, okay, here comes Terrance Crawford, which I really didn't like. You feel me? I really didn't like because I did want it Bud at the end of 2020, but I said, damn, we gonna fight Danny ass, then he gonna fight Pacquiao, and then him and Bud gonna fight in 2021. That's how I had it. But I already knew, like everybody knew that Danny Garcia was in the play next for Errol Spence. Do you remember after the fight who got into the ring?
Danny got in the ring, and I will agree with that. Danny did get in the ring. He came in there, boy, had the turtleneck.
Yeah, when you say remember, I hear harder than Sean. So when you're looking at the situation, bro, that's why I tell people you got to get outside of that shit and just look at boxing for what it is. Like I already knew Danny was the next play. I knew that already, and a lot of other people knew it, and they didn't really like the shit, but they couldn't get pissed off at it because Danny became the mandatory in the WBC, if I'm not mistaken. But at the end of the day, I knew that was the next play. So when he said, I'm not worried about Bud, when you're getting out of fight, bro, of course, like I said, you can just like he said he's not worrying about Bud, you can find plenty of interviews where he say, I'm gonna fight this man. I'm not leaving until I fight him. Right? You can find plenty of interviews of him saying that as well. So you can see it from just one side if you want to. When you get out of a tough ass fight, man, you ready to relax, chill out, you know what I'm saying? Stretch out and do what the fuck you doing. Now, I won't lie. I ain't gonna sit up here and make it like these cats ain't got no egos now. Yes, they got egos on both sides. On both sides. That's why I wanted Bud to accept the 40% to keep that shit locked in to where Errol ass can't go back on that shit. Your word is everything. You feel me? Your word is everything. But people be pulling their fucking hair out and going gray, making it like these, oh man, they trying to stall Bud out till he get old. Oh, these dudes ain't getting that old no time soon, bro. They ain't getting that old no time soon. Where motherfucker looking up, they gonna be about motherfucking 37 to 38, and the fight go happen when it's not supposed to happen. Now they get ready and get in there. All right, Omega, my brother, I feel you, chap. So I gotta lay it down, money. Stay good. No doubt, no doubt. Much love, big bro. Check you out tomorrow.
Shout out to you, Omega Red. Shout out to Omega Red, man. I know you called me a clown, but I still rock with you, bro. Shout out to you.
At the end of the day, man, people need to give Errol Spence more respect in what they do and give him more credit than they trying to give him, because a lot of motherfuckers just shit on him and hate on him because they despise what he's doing. A lot of motherfuckers shit on him and hate on him because of his fan base. They have fans act things of that nature, and then you just got some that's just pure haters. I mean, you got some just pure haters. You feel me? So this fight gonna take place. It's gonna take place. But when you ask these people, because we here now, we can look at the past, we can say all that shit. All that shit don't mean nothing now if we all want to fight. You know what I mean? Credit, Errol Spence still got to take care of Ugas, and Bud still got to get past whomever he go face, whether it's Porter or whomever they pick for him to fight. You know what I'm saying? I pray that it's Sean Porter, because that's going to shut the haters and the naysayers up. That's going to be a good enough fight for me to say that split should stay at 60-40 if Errol Spence has get that third title. You know what I mean? So that's why I wanted to be Porter. And you'll get another PBC fighter to where people can kill a narrative of, oh, he ain't fought a top guy, things of that nature, and the PBC boys don't want to fight him, or people saying Bud don't want to fight the PBC boys. You clear all that shit up. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, man, I'm going to always give Bud the just due that he deserves. I'm going to always give him the credit that he deserves. I don't shit on Bud like that. Only when I get on his resume is when people come around this motherfucker trying to make Meme Machine better than the motherfuckers that Errol fought, and then you got to break their ass down and break that shit down. You feel me? And to put shit in the right perspective to make motherfuckers see that the man Errol Spence is doing is not just doing, but he did way more than Terrance Bud Crawford at the 147-pound division, and he's continuing to do more. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy, man. I'm not just hearing certain shit. Just crazy, bro.
He the number one welterweight right now, for sure. You know, I think this higher pound. I have Bud higher pound for pound, but Errol is the number one welterweight. And yeah, bro, you know what? You know, like on here on Monty Brown's platform, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. You know, now that Errol done said what he said, I'm laying off of him. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna lay off of Errol, bro. He do deserve more respect. And yeah, man, shout out to Errol Spence, bro, for saying what he said. And I can't wait to see them negotiate and make the fight happen after, you know, they both got a tough fights on their hand if Bud does fight Porter, and if Spence fights, Spence is fighting Ugas. So when hopefully they both are victorious in those fights, and shit, hopefully we'll see that super fight, because no matter whose side you on, we all want to see it. So shout out to Errol Spence, and I'm gonna lay off of Derrick James and everything, man. So yeah, bro, I'm glad I talked to you, fam. And yeah, bro, like. So when you go listen to them, when you go listen to other after, when you actually listen, you're gonna see me. Hey, I'm gonna lay off of Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show him respect, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna give him his just due, because I'm a Texas boy. At the end, I'm a Texas boy. He a Texas boy. So yeah, bro. Shout out to Errol Spence, and yeah. I'm happy that he said what he said. So he put the pressure on Bud and Bomac. And now it's they turn to accept terms. So, and it's they turn to fight somebody tough like Sean Porter, and get the ball rolling and build the fight up a little bit more. And if Bud don't take the terms, then I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to keep it 100. So yeah, bro, I understand. You know what I'm saying? So after you get this third strap, ain't nothing that Bud and Bud fans can say other than take the 60-40.
And at 40 is a lot of fucking money, young dude. Now you feel me? If they hit for 100 million, bro, just think if they hit for 100 million, that's $40 million. That's 40 M's, bro.
Plus a rematch. Plus,
exactly.
It's gonna be 2 fights. Monty, this fight is so big, it's gonna happen twice. And Bud by the time it happens, Bud gonna be out his contract with Top Rank, so he gonna get all that money.
Hopefully he don't sign back with them dudes, man, for real.
Hey, I'm with you, bro. So this is my thing too, Monty. Okay, one more thing before yeah, bro. So one more thing. I do want Bud to get the lion's share of this money. So I don't want him to re-sign with Top Rank. I'm not the biggest fan of Bob Arum and what he said about him, and I do think that hurt the prospects. I do think Bob has played a role in, even though he said he reached out and all that. I do think just him being with Bob has made the politics, like. Now that you're talking about the business side, bro, see, that's what I was saying earlier. I didn't 100% see the business aspect and see what Heyman was doing. Heyman also knew Bud re-signed. And so when he had Errol on his blueprint, it kind of just panned out that way, where Bud was going to be almost at the end of his contract by the time they can make the fight happen. And actually, it's going to actually benefit Bud more financially if he don't re-sign with Top Rank. He will get the lion's share of the money, and then the rematch, he'll be scot-free too. So, you know, now looking at it from a chess perspective and a business aspect, like you've been saying, I can kind of see where you was coming from. But, you know, you was ahead of the game. I'll give you your credit. You was ahead of the game, bro.
Exactly,
So, yeah.
bro. And if
So I'm
Bud
going to keep
going
the
out,
same energy, though. I'm going to keep the same energy, big bro. I got you.
Yeah. No doubt, no doubt. I appreciate you, though, bro.
Hey, appreciate you for sending me that link, fam. And yeah, man, it's all respect, bro. Like when you hear these other panels after now, you're gonna hear me keep the same energy, bro. I appreciate you for you know, for shedding light. And it was a good interview you did with Errol's sister yesterday or the other day. And shout out to you, bro. Keep doing big things, bro.
Appreciate that. You too, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, y'all. So now that Errol came out, man, it's gonna be on Bud now. Like I say, we gotta get past Ugas first. I don't like to be the one to jump the gun on shit because anything can happen in boxing. He gotta get past Ugas. Bud gotta get past whomever he faced. Like I say, hopefully it is Sean Porter. Hopefully it is Sean Porter. Because those two fights gonna be two hell of a fights. Two hell of a fights. Now Ugas can fight his ass off. I mean, I do got Errol punishing that boy though in the second half, but he can fight his ass off. And we know how Sean and Bud gonna play out. That shit gonna be fireworks. That shit is gonna be fireworks. Omega say Shannon, they thought shit was sweet because I'm about to leave. I got him though. That shit gonna be fireworks. You feel me? So I'm waiting to see that shit, man. And like I say, I will pay for Bud and fucking Thurman. But Bob Erm, ever since this motherfucker Lomachenko lost, Bob been on the bullshit. Grade A bullshit. He don't give a fuck about T.O. He don't give a fuck about Bud. He don't give a fuck about Shakur. Man, I'm like, Bob, what's going down? Bob over there saying, you know what? The next big fight, Joshua and Fury, once I get that money, he finna turn his back on every goddamn body. He's doing business with Eddie right now because, you know, Eddie got Joshua over there, and he said he ain't gonna fuck that money up if that shit happen. Let me rephrase that. If that bullshit happen, I ain't gonna even make it like that shit is on the horizon, but that's what he banking on, that money for motherfucking Fury and Joshua. You know what I'm saying? If that shit take place. But Bud, the old ass, been on some bullshit, dog. He really has. You know? But we'll see, man. Bud better leave fucking Bob. I'm sorry, Bob. Did I say Bud or Bob? Bob been on some bullshit. But Bud better leave that nigga, man. He better leave Erm old ass. He better leave him, dog. And like I say, he don't have to sign with PBC. You don't have to sign with PBC. But damn it, be your own boss. Next time you sign to somebody, make it a fucking a co-promotion like Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Get TBC promotions going on. You know, TBC promotion going down, bro. Sign you some fighters. Be like Errol Spence. Sign some fighters. That way you begin a few checks. Devin Haney got his promotion going on. Exactly, Laurie. I've been calling motherfuckers different names all day, tripping. That's a fact. Drink, you gotta leave him, dog. You gotta leave him. He gotta leave him. And Laurie, drop that link. We got 51 in the building. Y'all hit that like button for me. That's a fact, Drink. That's a fact, bro. No way around it, dog. No way around it, bro. Bob is disappointed because he lost his number one hoe in Loma. Exactly, Dre. Listen, we got 51 people in the building, y'all. If y'all on Facebook or y'all know somebody on Facebook that love this boxing game, that's respectful, click this link, right? Go over there and follow Loyalty Promotion in Boxing. Show some love. You feel me? Show some love. Put your posted number. Be respectful, man. You feel me? A lot of fighters over there. You know, it's one of the hottest boxing pages out here, if not the hottest boxing page on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Show some love, man. And Kwame, you can drop your links as well if you're still in here, Kwame. You know what I'm saying? Go subscribe to Loyal to the Game and Boxing 2. Because that's one hot ass page over there. Now you can get on some bullshit and Kwame shit. You can go over there and get on some bullshit and his shit. But you be ready, you better be ready for that smoke, because they'll come at your ass. If you ain't built like that, keep it cordial. But if you built like that, you gonna have some fun over in that bitch. Bud is capping with that standby stuff. Bud is acting sus. Bob don't want to pay nobody. Shine and Thurman both on $5 million. You paid overrated American 6 to 7 million. But the real question is, will Bud leave? We'll find out. We're going to find out. Every time to say 66 likes, 6 dislikes. You know we got haters in the building. Oh my God, man. Look at the fucking numbers. I hate that shit, dog. Somebody go put a like or a fucking a like or a dislike. Anybody, please. Anybody. If you haven't hit the like or the dislike, please do it now. Do it now. Look at them numbers, y'all. Whenever I see that shit, it fucks with me. 666. Whenever I see that shit, it fucks with me, bro. I don't give a fuck if it's a hater in the building. Go hit the dislike. Change that shit. Please change that shit. Young billionaire, no doubt, bro, no doubt. We just gonna keep it trill. That's all. Only way I know how to keep it. But Bud got to go out there, man. Right? Take out his opponent. Cause look, Errol is number 1. Bud is number 2. Nobody at the welterweight division can beat either or but each other. You know what I'm saying? I think if it's somebody out there that's going to beat, all right, now that's even better, bro. Right on, Nitty G. If it's somebody out there that's going to beat, walk them down. Don't bring that shit in her, dog. Don't bring that shit in her, dog. Leave that shit alone. Leave that shit alone, bro. No doubt. Going out there, be easy, fam. Check you later. Check you tomorrow, bro. Hey, walk them down. Leave that shit alone. I do not want none of that talk. I don't want no problem with that. But Bud, man, you gotta go out here and handle your business, dog. Take on Porter. And I never fix my mouth to say Terrance Bud Crawford ducking Sean Porter. I see y'all in the chat saying Bud ducking Porter. Bud ain't ducking no Sean Porter, bro. I'm not going. Bud ain't afraid of nobody. I think if it's the person to beat Errol Spence, I think it's Terrance Bud Crawford. And the person to beat Terrance Bud Crawford, I think it's Errol Spence, bro. I think Errol beat everybody at 147. I think Bud beat everybody at 147. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love the fight so much. Not no Jerron Ennis, not no Virgil Ortiz. They can't beat no Bud Crawford. They can't beat no Errol Spence. Just me. Just me. You feel me? But both of them dudes are 2 alpha, bro, and those are the fights. Well, that is the fight. That is the fight. No. But look at the fight now. Look at the fight now. Is it bigger? Is it better? Is it worth more? Is it more history on the line? Because he got everything to make it great, bro. Everything to fucking make it great. You got a unified champion. You got 3 straps. You got a former 3 division world champion, the current WO world champion, the former undisputed world champion, both undefeated, meeting up at the right time. Meeting up at the right time. Errol Spence come back off his crash, get 2 tough fights in. Bud is finna get another tough fight in, right? Both of them in the best shape of their life. And that shit gonna be fireworks, bro. And like we say, if it come nice, we gonna see it twice. If it come nice, we gonna see it twice. We got 52 people in the building. Let your boy get 3 donations. Show some love for the grind. Show some love for the grind. If you fucking with your boy, who rocking with your boy, man? Show some love for the grind. Now, we got a big time fight coming up Saturday, dog. I cooked on it yesterday. I'm loving that fight. I'm loving that fight. Much love, everyone. I will be listening. Put some work in. I've been chilling all night, fam. No doubt. Bojack, what's going down? Go ahead, put that work in, bro. Oh man, my dude Chestnut. Let me see some. Let me get Chestnut. Let me see if Chestnut can come on real fast. Man, my dude lost his mom's, man. Laura, thank you so much, Queen, for the donation. Much love, much appreciated, baby. Thank you so much. Man, my dude Chestnut lost his mom, y'all. I want to see if I can get him on. I don't know if he's probably doing something real quick. Man. But yeah, it's the fight, bro. It's the fight. But Murray Tucker now, man, that shit gonna be very, very, very entertaining. Very entertaining. Very entertaining. And I'm waiting for it, dog. I'm waiting for it. We got some female fights tomorrow, but I'm trying to see if they fighting on a fucking site or what's coming up. Really feel y'all checks. Bud versus Porter will only make the EJ versus Bud fight bigger. That's a fact. I heard you drink more water. You make sense, bro. I'm just frustrated. I wish they would just make this Bud slash Porter fight by any means. If Sean is mandatory and wins, he doesn't have to rematch Bud and can run off with the belt. If Bud is ducking, call his bluff as the mandatory. That is a fact. But Johnson, I'm with you. If Earl and Bud take care of business, they need to come together and make it. Listen, if Earl and Bud take care of business, there's nowhere for either one of them to go. It's nowhere for neither one of them to go. And this is why I want Bud to beat Sean Porter. Because Sean Porter is the only cat that's right there in the WBC that can try to fuck up and get a rematch with Errol Spence. But if Bud take his ass out, it's nothing. It's nothing. And I still think Errol will pick Bud over Porter. But if you're the fucking mandatory, right? Because I think Porter's the mandatory in the WBC and the fucking WO. Don't quote me on that, right? But I do believe that's why I want Bud to take his ass out so it can be no question. Because where's Errol going to go? If Errol beat Ugas and if Bud beat Porter, where's Errol Spence going? You're not going to fight no Keith Thurman. You know what I mean? You open up your mouth, say he ain't getting a fight. Where's Terrance Bud Crawford going? You don't need no fucking way for no Josh Taylor or no fucking Ramirez. It bagged both of y'all up in the corner. It bags y'all up in the corner, right? To where us, the fans, go, you motherfuckers need to get with each other now. There's nothing else now. Even me. After this, I'm not, listen, mark my words, family. Y'all listen to me. I'm saying it right here on my panel right now. If Earl take care of Ugas and Bud take care of whomever he face, I'm not pushing for nothing but Errol and Terrance Crawford. I'm not pushing for nothing but that. I don't want to hear about no mandatories or none of that shit. None of that shit. None of it. Nothing but Errol and Bud. That's the only thing y'all gonna hear out of my mouth when it comes to the welterweight division containing to those two. Containing to those two, I don't want nothing but Errol Spence and Terrance Bud Crawford. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. That's the only videos you're gonna be seeing me make about them dudes. That's all. I'm gonna be pushing it to them. I'm gonna tag the shit out of their ass. I'm gonna be hitting Errol ass up in the background like I always do. Nothing but Bud and Errol Spence. That's it. That's it. Ivory Wells, thank you so much for the donation, Queen. Much love, much appreciated. Thank you so much. Said sending, showing some love. Love your content. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Ivory. I don't see you in the I don't see you in the chat though. But it's nowhere for them dudes to go, bro. There's nowhere for them dudes to go. There's nowhere for them to go. And they know that, bro. They know it. They know it. There's nowhere for them to go. And we gonna be on their ass, man. That's why I say Bud should accept the fucking 60-40, right? Because Errol Spence, you gotta hold him to his word. When you come out and say things like no 50-50 or no fight or 60-40 my way, then of course you're gonna make motherfuckers say, well, he don't want the fight. You know what I'm saying? But neither one of them can go nowhere, man. Neither one of them can go nowhere. As a Bud fan, I want that fight too, bro. Bud versus Porter has to happen. Young Beaner, it won't happen. The politics still getting in the way. Sean claim he wants to fight so bad. Bud is supposedly ducking. Call for mandatory status. Win the belt. Go rematch EJ. That motherfucker ain't beat no Bud, man. What you think about paying for the zone? I mean, if you want to see the fight, you gonna pay for it. Nordy gonna crash. I'll buy it. You know what I mean? Because I want to see the fights. I get ESPN Plus because I want to see the fights. Right? I got Showtime because I want to see the fights. And so on and so on. If you're a boxing fan, right? If you're a boxing fan and it's fights out there that you like, then goddamn it, you go buy it. You know what I'm saying? You go buy it. So if you don't want to buy it, you don't have to buy it. But I'm gonna buy the motherfucker because I want to see the fights. You feel me? I'm getting the zone. You gotta have it because what's happening this week? Maurice Hooker, Virgil Ortiz on the zone. Lawrence Coley on the zone. I want to see the fights. So I'm getting it. Byron Bradley, what's going down, bro? I don't think he's ducking, but he's really not acting as interested as a Pacquiao fight. Right, he ain't getting a Pac fight. That's why I say when Pacquiao signed this fight, then everybody else go do what they got to do. Everybody else go do what they got to do. Yeah, I don't believe Sean wins, but if he does, he can run it back and have all the PBC men. That's a fact, Drink. Sean is pops full of shit if they don't push for mandatory. That's a fact. That's a fact. I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of mind boggled too. Like, why the fuck y'all not activating the mandatory? Why y'all not activating the mandatory? You know, that's the whole reason of becoming the mandatory. My bro Key was going down. He need to let that pack shit go. All of them do. That's a fact, bro. I don't want to look. When he had the scrap, when Pacquiao had the scrap, I understood it. Right? It was a big time fight with Manny Pacquiao. It was a legacy fight, but he had the scrap. You feel me? He had that motherfucking WBA super scrap, and he just beat Keith Thurman. So I get why y'all chasing his ass down. I don't want to hear shit nobody got to say when he had that title. That was leverage. Leverage. He ain't got that bitch no more. He ain't got it. And once he dropped that title, I said, man, Pacquiao can do what the fuck he want to do now. He can do what the fuck he want to do now. You want to go fight on a Ryan Garcia on some bullshit? Go ahead. Bud should accept the 60-40 before Spence versus Ugas was made. Now he may be looking at a 70-30 split when Spence beat Ugas for a third scrap. But Shayna, that's why I say Bud need to fight Porter. Because if he fight Porter, I think that is a good enough fight to keep that bitch at 60-40. Because if you ask me, Porter, Bud, and Errol would beat Ugas. They all will beat Ugas. And yes, Errol will be the one getting the scrap from him, but Porter already beat him. Porter beat him. You know? So with Errol picking up that third scrap, I think Bud will beat the shit out of Ugas as well. But I think if Bud going there and beat Porter, right, in impressive fashion, then that is enough to keep that deal at 60-40. But Shannon, that is my reason as well why I said Bud should accept the 60-40. So Earl Lass can't say, oh man, 70-30. Now, you know what I'm saying? That's why you call bluffs, bro. And you call that shit and you keep it out there. Bob Erm doesn't do rematches, but Bud can't change that, right? Shit, Bob been in the game of rematches like a motherfucker. How many times Tim Brady fought Pacquiao? How many times Marquez fought Pacquiao? Erg Morales and Pacquiao? You feel me? That motherfucker was in it. He was the rematch king. That motherfucker did rematches. If Spence fight Ugas and beat him, then Spence coming for Crawford and that WO belt. Plus, they will definitely add the Ring Magazine belt. That's a fact. That's a fact. The man to beat the man. Facts. Probably because the WO go pull some shit if they try to activate because that's the top rank scrap. I don't think they can pull no shit like that. I mean, you the fucking mandatory. Pack is fighting Mikey. I want them to sign, sit, and deliver that shit. Many never wanted to fight Earl or Bud. That's a fact, Ryan. Keon was stressing that shit heavy, too. Exactly. Pack wasn't fighting either one, Bud or EJ. Problem makes Sean fight somebody else for a mandatory eliminator. You know how they move. That is true, though. Right, I got all of it, too. I had Ugas winning the fight over Porter. I didn't. I thought Porter won that fight. I was asking because they actually have the most fights. Shit inside here, you know. Couple times, if Sean and Bud negotiate the fight, he will certainly have a rematch clause. If Sean fights him as the mandatory, he can run off with the belt. And EJ versus Sean too is for unification. When you say PBC is not able to cross over, what you mean by that, bro? Right. If Sean beat Bud though, you can't get pissed off if they do Earl and Sean for Undisputed. You know what I'm saying? We know we're gonna hear a whole lot of bullshit. Oh man, Earl Spence fucked the fight up. That's what we were saying, man. Now we ain't gonna see Earl and Bud. That's fucked up, man. This one is supposed to be for the history books, but that's why Bud gotta do his job and beat him. That's why he gotta do his job and beat him. You feel me? Do your job and beat him. And I think Bud will beat him. But I do think they waiting to see Manny Pacquiao make his move. That's why Bud saying be on standby. You trying me now, right? But Pacquiao, he need to go ahead and sign fucking Mikey Garcia and get the fuck on. You feel me? Go ahead and sign with Mikey and get the fuck on, make that fight happen, do what you gotta do. That way you can't fuck up Bud and Porter, and you can't fuck up Earl and Ugas, dog. You know, go ahead and get that Filipino Mexico fight going again and move the fuck around, man. Sit your ass in the background and try to get the win of Undisputed. Big Snack say Sean tripping over that 75-25 split that's coming with activating the mandatory. Oh yeah, that is some bullshit. Money, if Sean don't activate, man, he still will get Spence. He still will get Spence Crawford winner. That's why he's not activating mandatory. Mandatory, he only get 25%. Champ gets 75, and Bob only wants to give $2 million. Oh hell yeah! Fuck that shit. Now it's making sense to me, and I do remember them saying, "Well, they were saying he get 25 if it go to the purse bid." If I'm not mistaken, everybody. You feel me? I think it's 25% if you go to the purse bid. Rob Lee say Pacquiao isn't fighting Garcia. We'll see, bro. That's what they talking about. Chuck, what's going down, bro? How you feeling, bro? Your ass on that road? Yeah, I think you only get 25% if you go to a purse bid. You know? Oh, we all know he's trying to cash out, bro. That's his whole objective. That's why that motherfucker wanted Conor McGregor. That's why he wanted Conor McGregor, bro. That's why he wanted Conor McGregor to cash the fuck out, but it didn't happen. Conor fucked that all the way up. Got his ass knocked out. Got knocked smooth the fuck out. You feel me? Got knocked smooth the fuck out. You know what I mean? Then he went and tried to do an exhibition with fucking Ryan Garcia and try to pick up some easy money on that shit. That fell out on his ass. Now that motherfucker looking at it like, damn. Say not tonight. Okay, bro. His biggest payday was with Errol Spence after fucking McGregor. I still thought he made more money with McGregor. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I thought he made more money with Errol over McGregor. Pacquiao. Devin Blocker, what's going down? You know? But we'll see, though. We'll see. I want to touch on this something, though, fam. Big Cholo came out and said, let's make the fight happen with David Benavidez. Right? Came out and said, let's make the fight happen with David Benavidez. Shout out to the Queen Lori who shot me this. Saw the video. You said you want to make the fight happen. Done. Let's do it. This is David's father and manager. Have your manager call me so we can set the date and talk to Al motherfucking Heyman. Al Heyman. Let's make it happen. So this what's gonna happen. Cholo's gonna get him a fight in, right? And they gonna look somewhere around September and October to make this fight, preferably September. But they said September they said around the Mexican holiday time. Cholo versus David Benavidez. Canelo come back and face Caden Plant. Let me tell y'all this, bro. Cholo and David Benavidez might get more traction than Canelo and Caden Plant. Even if that's for Undisputed. Even if Canelo and Plant is for Undisputed. Jamal Cholo versus David Benavidez. That shit is a fire fight. That's nuts and guts. Nuts and guts. Stan Swoosh was going down, fam. Nuts and guts. You got to send through text. It ain't coming through. I can't click on that one, Lord. Send it how you send the other one. That's a nut and guts fight, bro. Them motherfuckers is going to fight. They is going to fight, bro. They is going to fight, bro. Hey, it's going to be blood in that one. It's going to be blood in that one. You heard me? When I say it's going to be blood, it's going to be blood. Let me see something. Let me put it in the Okay, I got it. I got it, Laura. I got it. Now I had to take it and copy it and put it in the in the internet. You know what I mean? But check this out, fam. Do you see you in Shout out to Brian Custer, the Last Stand Podcast. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to the Last Stand Podcast. Brian Custer do his motherfucking thing, man. Much respect to Big Brian, dog. We gonna get Brian Custer on the show, fam. We gonna get Brian Custer on the show.
Benavidez this fight. Yeah. Let's make that fight happen. Yeah. Do you see you and David Benavidez fight? Yeah. Let's make that fight happen. I'm gonna knock his little punk ass out. I promise that. I put that on everything I love. I give him about 4 rounds, 5 rounds. I knock him out about 5 rounds, 6 rounds, no more. He can't hit too much. I'm powerful. I'll explode on him. Trust me. I do my thing. I've been doing this all my life. Put me in there. Put me in there with I'm behind you, bro. Let's get it.
That's that shit talk. Maul know he has to fight David because all the shit he was talking. I'm riding with Cholo, though. Yeah, I'm riding with Cholo too, bro. That's the thing. Coach, what's going down, big dog? Got coach in the building. That's my guy right there, man. This is my thing with this fight, right? This is why I kept telling people Cholo wasn't ducking fucking David Benavidez. As much as people wanted to say, oh, well, he said this, he said that, he said this, right? Bumpy Thompson, thank you so much, bro. Say, I love the interview with EJ Sister. I appreciate that, champ. David Benavidez had a fucking fight coming up. In case y'all didn't realize. He had a fight with Ronald Ellis coming up. You feel me? Cholo's gonna get him a fight in that 160. He's gonna get him a fight in that 160. His last fight was in December. Last fight was in December. And he looked at damn good. Ooh, he looked at damn good versus Derevchenko. Ooh, that motherfucking jab was crispy. That jab was crispy. You feel me? That bitch was crispy. You feel me? That what made me say him and Canelo is 50-50. 50-50. The way he handled Derevchenko, bro, oh, Lord. Big Cholo getting better and better. But David Benavidez had a fight coming up. It wasn't like they was about to fight next. And now I know Cholo got to get him a fight in. Because you're not going to go from December to September and fight once a fucking year. You ain't going to do that. You're not going to do it. It was in September, my bad, in September. So that even make it even worse. So September is even longer. I thought they fought in December, so I'm really tripping. September. So you're not going to wait a whole fucking year to get back in the ring. And not only get back in the ring, drink more water. Thanks so much for the donation, my brother. Much love, much appreciated. You're not going to get back in the ring after a whole fucking year. A whole year and going there with a David Benavidez. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. You got to be a fool-ass fool to go jump your ass in that ring with David Benavidez after a year layoff. So Cholo go get him a fight in, and then they go fuck around and make that fight in September. You feel me? Fuck around and make that fight in September. And it's going to be one hell of a fight. Oh, it's going to be one hell of a fight. Now, Cholo with this knock him out in 4, 5, 6 round shit, I ain't believing that shit now. I ain't believing that shit. I feel like it's going to be, toe-to-toe, blow for blow. And it's going 12 rounds. Listen to me, y'all. It's going 12. Just got back, finished watching ETB's live, and now I'm on yours. Y'all gotta do Chocolatito versus Strata next week. Looking forward to Spence versus Brooks tomorrow. No doubt. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. And Knockout, drop that link in the chat, man. We got 51 people in the building. Lori, drop that link again. You know what I mean? 51 people in the building, man. Y'all go subscribe to my brother, Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Doing great fucking work over there, man. Y'all show some love to the bro. You know, Dallas native. But you go get a fucking unbiased opinion on when that man speak. He's a brilliant boxing mind. I vouch for that man. You understand what I'm saying? He keep it real, and he stand on his fucking nuts. I respect any man that stand on their nuts, bro. Ain't backing down from nothing. You know? But Maul, that's one hell of a fight. That's one hell of a fight. And I want it to be at 168. I want it to be at 168. You feel me? There go the two links down there, y'all. Y'all got Knockout Box 86. Y'all go subscribe to his boxing channel, show some love. Y'all can come right back over. And if you're on Facebook, go over there and follow Loyalty Promotion and Boxing on Facebook. One of the hottest boxing pages, like I said, if not the hottest, on Facebook, man. Show some love, fam. So now, I don't think you're knocking them out in 4, 5, 6 rounds. I think it go 12 rounds because both of them got chins, right? They can take a punch. But if Derevchenko, Brandon Adams, Curveball, if they can go motherfucking 12 with you, David Benavidez can go 12, bro. Austin Trout, these dudes can go 12. Benavidez can go 12. But I do understand what he's saying when he said he get hit too much. Big Dog Willie was going down, brother. How you feeling, champ? You know, he get hit too much. Charlo has the power. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's why I say I do understand when he say he get hit too much. But when you put yourself in that position, when you say you're going to knock him out in 6 rounds, you put a lot of pressure on yourself. Yeah, you put a lot of pressure on yourself. And in order to knock a motherfucker out, you got to fight him. To knock him out, you got to fight him. And if you fighting David Benavidez, you go get it as good as you give it. That's his style. That's what he do. If you go out there and fight David Benavidez, you're going to get it as good as you give it. So be careful, Maul. Be careful, my brother. It's just real talk. Be careful. Don't go out there and think you finna just walk through him and think you finna go, oh, bam, 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 and do all that shit. You feel me? Big Dog said, I got Benavidez. I mean, I got Maul, man. I got Maul. I think Maul is a smarter fighter, right? I think he you know, he can think better, and he a better counter puncher. Hey nephew, I am about to send you a little something in Cash App. Can you get it? Okay, I'm waiting for it, Dre. It ain't come through yet, though, my brother. But whatever you send out, much love, much appreciated, family. I appreciate that. Terrance say facts. Man, one hell of a fight, bro. One hell of a fight. You know, but I think that counterpunching ability of Jamal Charlo is what I think go get him through that fight. Maul know it ain't sweet, but he confident. I got Maul too. That jab will stop a fucking buffalo. Hey, drink. That jab ain't no joke, is it, bro? That motherfucker got shotgun jabs. That man is little brother. But Maul got a motherfucking shotgun jab, bro. That motherfucker be a heat seeker. On point. That shit be on point. You feel me? And once that motherfucker touch you, you feel it. Once it touch you, you feel it. And that's why I say Canelo's gonna have his hands full. He gonna have his hands full. And then they think I'm crazy when I say Errol Spence gonna be Canelo. Video coming. Errol Morales saying, um, um, Errol Spence and Terrance Crawford is better fighters than Canelo. Video coming soon. Video coming soon. That's my next video that I'm gonna drop. You know what I mean? And the Mexican, the Latino community, they are very, very angry for Errol Morales for saying that shit. Very, very angry. To the point where they just dogging Morales out. Errol Morales just getting dogged out. Dogged out, dogged out. And that's crazy. That's crazy. But video coming soon. But Maul, you better be smart in that motherfucking ring. But I'm with you though. He is confident. He is confident, bro. And that's one thing you can't take away from them motherfucking cholos is they confidence and they pride. Them motherfuckers is some animals. They confident and they pride, boy. Can't take it away from them. And if you tell them they can't do something, they gonna prove you wrong. If you tell them cholo boys they can't do something, they're looking to prove you wrong, bro. So Benavidez and Jamal Cholo, that's a big fucking fight. Like I say, I won't be surprised if they get more traction than Canelo and Caden playing for Undisputed. But we know how Canelo get down. But it's gonna be on the zone. You can put Jamal and David Benavidez on pay-per-view. I don't want everything to be on pay-per-view. I want it to be free. You know what I'm saying? But you could. His jab is straight right, for real. That Jamal jab and that counter uppercut will be the key. Big Dog Willie, that jab go put a stop to all that. I got Maul stopping Benavidez. I don't know if he stops him, but that's a mean scrap no matter who wins. Hell yeah. Maul jab will stop the speed and at big. Yeah, it's gonna have you thinking, bro. It's gonna have you thinking. You know, a volume puncher always, you know, you can always slow his ass down with the jab. You can always slow a volume puncher down with the jab, and that's how you dictate the pace. Now I'm saying you gotta dictate the pace of the fight, keep that jab popping, because you give them something to think about just walking in. The motherfucker just walking in, that jab popping like that, and that motherfucker on point, and it got power behind it. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You feel me? Oh yeah, it makes you think twice. It make you think twice. That's why a lot of people talk, oh, Mayweather ain't had no power. Shit, motherfucker just wasn't walking in on him trying to brawl him like that. Madonna did, but we're seeing what happened with him. You know what I'm saying? Floyd had some on that motherfucker job to make their ass think. I'll pay for that fight, Maul versus David. I'll pay for the double header. That was a good card. Hell yeah, it was, bro. Coach say, Benavidez is a hard fight for twin. Benavidez got a hell of a jab also, and he got reached. That's true, coach. That's true. That's very true. Feel me? That is very true. But I think Maul work his jab the best though. You know what I'm saying? I think David Benavidez used his shit to get in, but I think Maul work his jab better than David Benavidez. Benavidez got heart too. Canelo saying he ain't fighting no more Mexicans. He blatantly ducking Benavidez just like he ducking Cholo. He came out and said he'll fight Benavidez. Benavidez ain't letting up on his ass. You got that man belt. You think you're supposed to come back for a shit? Are you crazy? Are you dumb? Hey, Money, what's up, man? I think a Hall of Fame fighter opinion carries weight because he's been in the ring fighting wars. More weight than some casual fanboys. What are you talking about? Bad Tito, what are you talking about? Who said something about a Hall of Fame fighter ain't saying that they should carry weight more than a casual fan? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know where you at with that one. I don't know where I said something or somebody in the chat said something about what you addressing, but you gotta elaborate. Big shout out to Deontay Wilder, man. Hell yeah, major shout out. Fuck big, major. Spence versus Ugas, Benavidez versus Cholo, same court in Texas. Oh boy, that'd be big time. Yep. I disagree, Benavidez, with this on Trello, in my opinion, but we'll see. I won't believe it till Trello signs on the dotted line. Well, we know Trello going out there to fight somebody else before that fight happens. So Maul has to work the body to win against David. He can very well do it. John Kramer, what's going down, my bro? What's going down, family? How you feeling? How you feeling, family? How you feeling? No doubt, Dre, no doubt. I'm waiting on the big bro. It's all love, fam. It's all love. I know you got me. Man, school going great, bro. I'm carrying 2 A's right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm carrying 2 A's right now, trying to keep them bitches up. I'm on spring break right now, so I'm fucking happy. But that shit over tomorrow because it's back to the grind on Monday. But I'm trying to stay up on the fucking class and not fall too behind because that shit be stressing my ass sometimes. I get to falling behind trying to do this boxing shit. And I look up and I'm 2 assignments, in a motherfucking hole, and I'm finding myself up 72 hours and shit trying to catch up because how big the fucking assignments is. So I just got to stay on point, man. A little better with being organized and, staying disciplined, bro. But appreciate that you checking on me. Good, champ. A little late, but I'm here, no doubt, John. No doubt, family. I'm talking about the Erg Morales. Oh, okay, Bad Tito. Okay, hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. And Bad Tito, they pissed off, family. They pissed off, bro. I'm talking about what time I dropped the video. What time, babe? They pissed off, bro. They really is. And it shows you when people always want to make it like, oh, blacks being biased and this, that, and all that shit. It just shows you the biasness from them saying that shit, bro. Oh man, it's always brown on brown. Hate. We can't never stick together. It's always our own kind that's turning us down. Like, that's a lot of that shit, bro. Why can't the man just have his own opinion? G5, what's going down, bro? What's going down, fam? English, Bumpy Tops. I'm gonna write books, bro. I'm gonna write books, but political science and psychology was very interesting to me as well, though. You know what I'm saying? I might think about psychology myself because I was very intrigued with psychology, bro. And I got an A in both of them motherfuckers, in political science and in psychology. But psychology intrigued me a lot. It did. You know what I'm saying? On top of what we already know, and me being me, very mentally strong, don't get me wrong, I have my days out in this motherfucker. But just being mentally strong and knowing shit and, psychology is, I think that's where it's at for me. So I think I'm going to dib and dab in that shit too. But more than likely, though, I'm going to keep it as English so I can write these, I'm going to write these books, fam. No doubt, G5. I appreciate that, champ. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they pissed off, man. Erg Morales pissed them off, man. But it is what it is. It is what it is. That's his opinion. That's how he feel. He got his reasons, right? That man been fighting for X amount of years. He got his reason why he say what he say. And then they come on out and everybody want to say, oh man, he been hating on Canelo for years, man. They don't like Canelo. Him and Marquez jealous of Canelo, right? But then I revert the question back and say, okay, well, show me where Erg Morales and Marquez went against Canelo when he was fighting. Show me when they said, well, we're not going for Canelo in this fight. We're not going for Canelo in this fight. Because if I'm not understanding right, he said Canelo was the best Mexican fighter that's out there. I mean, it gets no bigger than that. Erg Morales saying he's the best Mexican fighter that's out there. It gets no bigger than that. He just think Errol, Spence, and Terrance Crawford is better fighters than him. You feel me? But they hate on that type of shit. My wife got her master's degree in psychologist. Yeah, bro. That shit is very interesting to me, bro. Like, it kept my attention. And I like shit that keep my attention. Go ahead, pimp. I see you doing your thing. Respect. No doubt, Bumpy Thompson. I appreciate you, bro. Like Tank says, Pack sleeps Bud. Oh, hell no. Pacquiao sleeps turns Bud Crawford. Oh, no, I don't think so, bro. Terrance Crawford gonna tear Pacquiao ass up in that ring. Gonna tear Pacquiao ass up. Like Lori would say, beat the fur off his ass. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that ain't happening. My brother Blood, what's going down? Blood, what's going down, bro? Shouts out to you, OG. Much love, much love, much love, much love. Y'all go subscribe to Retro Boxing and Documentary, man. You feel me? Shouts out to you, Blood. Yeah, Tank tripping. Tank tripping. Tank tripping. You feel me? Bud Crawford tell the fur off of Pacquiao ass, bro. Light his ass up like a Christmas tree. Just like Errol Spence light his ass up like a Christmas tree. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. That's why Pacquiao didn't get in the ring with him. You know? Another thing, though, Bob ain't come up off that 20 mil neither. But I can't see Pacquiao beating Bud Crawford. I can't. Bud too smart. He too smart. You feel me? He too smart. If it was that sweet, Manny would have taken the fight. Big facts. Long time ago. Tear the fur off his ass. Either or, baby. Either or. Beat the fur off his ass. Tear the fur off his ass. Strip the fur off his ass. Rip the fur off his ass. Either one. The fur coming up off his ass. You feel me? So when we look at that situation, bro, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. No. But I am very interested though in David Benavidez and Jamal Cholo, man. I am. And I know today, man, I said I'll go talk about Shakur Stevenson and things of that nature, but I got a little bit off track, seeing what Errol Spence said about Bud Crawford, you know. But tomorrow, man, me and Keon, we go sit down, we go do the Errol Spence and the Kell Brook fight. Right? We gonna do that shit play by play. Keep it trill on that. But I will be back tomorrow to you know, we go shine some light on Shakur Stevenson, man. We go shine some light on Shakur Stevenson. You feel me? Shakur out here talking that shit. You know, Shakur is the next man up, in my opinion. A bad motherfucker. You feel me? And you know, we go shine some light on him, man. Go talk about him, go talk about Lil B Hop. We're gonna talk about what he think about Errol and Bud Crawford, his true feelings. You know what I mean? You know, you gotta read in between the lines. You gotta learn to read in between the lines. You feel me? Read in between the motherfucking lines. You know? So we're gonna talk about that, man. And you know, we're gonna keep it true. I used to be a big Canelo fan, but since the Cabruderol situation happened, and the fact that he's not willing to fight the best has made me raise an eyebrow. But he can fool the casuals. I feel you on that, but Canelo can fight his ass off. That's one thing you can't take away from that motherfucker. You know, Canelo is a disciplined fighter. You never seen Canelo out of shape. Canelo stays in the gym. Canelo works on his craft, right? Even when he got caught for the Cabruderol, right? And I don't knock nobody that get on his ass from him getting popped. I'm not gonna knock you. He brought it on himself. Some of these fighters bring shit on themselves, turn their ass up. But after that, he still went and fought Triple G, and he beat him better than he did the first time. I thought he won the first fight, but the second fight, he damn sure won. You know what I'm saying? So Canelo is a bad motherfucker, bro. That's why I didn't get black and brown boxing when you talking about this for you, Money Brown. You know, my number one fighter, Canelo Alvarez. Yeah, I know you don't like your Money Brown. Motherfucker, I got a video out saying, I don't care if you got Canelo, Bud, that's your number one pound fighter, I understand it. But I got Errol Spence as my number one pound for pound fighter, and I got my reasons. I got my reasons. And I got a video up saying my reasons. So before you come out and say, oh, you're a fanboy, go check out my reason why I got Errol Spence number one pound for pound. You feel me? Say what the fuck you want to say. But the pound for pound list ain't shit but some made up shit. You don't get a belt for pound. You don't get a paycheck for pound. You understand what I'm saying? This motherfucker had Anthony Joshua number 2 on this pound for pound list. Number 2. You feel me? So it is what it is. But I fuck with Canelo, man. Canelo can fight his ass off. We can't say Canelo stay juicy. He got caught fucking brutal all once. There's a lot of fighters out there they got popped for some shit, and we don't hold it for against them for their entire career. You know, like I said, if you want to get on his ass, get on his ass. But I'm not gonna hold it. I'm not gonna hold it against the man for his entire career. You know what I'm saying? Triple G got robbed the first fight. I don't think he got robbed. I thought Canelo won, but it was a draw. It could have went either way. He could have went either way. It ain't like Triple G just ran away with that fight. I ain't got no problem with that, Miami kid. If you got Bud number one pound for pound, I have no problem with it, my brother. No problem at all. I understand it. I understand it, fam. You know what I'm saying? I understand it. You know? But it is what it is, though. You know? But I will be back tomorrow, man, to cook on that Shakur Stevenson situation. My brother Keon brought that to the light. You know, I really enjoyed it, but I got to go watch the interview and check it all the way out so I can, you know, have my facts together. You know, Money Brown don't speak without facts. But I want to have my facts together. But be time to say, I honestly think that EJ is pound for pound. He's my number one pound for pound, bro. And this man had EJ number 9, he had Jamel Charlo number 10. Now I want y'all to hear this shit. He had Jamel Charlo number 10. He had Errol Spence number 9. But he had fucking he had Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez above Charlo and Errol Spence. Right? You got Josh Taylor and Ramirez above Errol Spence and Jamel Charlo. Jamel Charlo, who got 3 scraps, 1 away from fucking Undisputed. He number 10. Number 10. Like, get the fuck out of here. But to each his own, man. Like I said, that pound for pound shit, it's just made up shit. It's just made up shit. At the end of the day, you know, it's what you think. So I ain't gonna knock nobody for their pound for pound list. I don't give a fuck if you got 10 Mexicans, you got 10 blacks, you got 10 UK fighters, you got 10 white fighters, whatever you got, I really don't give a fuck. You know, people gonna laugh either or. Exactly, Bumpy. Opinions, bro. Like I say, you're not getting a motherfucking pound for pound belt, and you're not getting no motherfucking pound for pound check. Feel me? So it is what it is, bro. Breaking news: Eddie Hearn announces miracle mystery Asian billionaire offers $200 million. What was that? Blue Blood. $200 million for Fury versus Joshua. I can see that. I can see that. I can really see somebody putting up $200 million for that fight. That ain't like reaching for the stars to me. You know what I'm saying? That ain't reaching for the stars to me. I can see somebody saying, okay, just looking at it and thinking what is go gross back. You know what I'm saying? What is go gross back? But it's not the richest fight in boxing history. Right? It's not the richest fight in boxing history, as they try to make it out to be. So we'll click on that tomorrow, though. But I appreciate y'all, man. I'm about to get ready and get up out of here. Been going for 3 hours. Thank you to everybody who donated. Lori, thank you, baby. Always showing love as usual. Drop that link again, Lori. Knockout, if you're here, drop that link again, too. I want y'all to go over there to Facebook. Once again, if you're on Facebook, you know, and follow Loyalty Promotion and Boxing channel. Like I say, one of the hottest, if not the hottest channel on Facebook. I want y'all to follow my man, Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Man, I'm liking to see the grind on that dude, dog. I'm liking to see it, bro. Knockout out there doing his goddamn thing. You feel me? doing this thing. He grinding. He getting there. We on the road to 1,000 for knockout. You know, some people be on the road to 500. They first. We're gonna get the 500 first, man. Nah, fuck 500. We on the road to 1,000. We on the road to 1,000. You feel me? So I need y'all to show my brother some love. You feel me? If you fuck with Monty Brown TV, if you fuck with my brother Keon, Everything Boxing, and go subscribe to my brother Everything Boxing and Sports. How can I not plug my brother? You know, Key, you drop that link as well. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Everything Boxing and Sports. You feel me? No doubt, man. I appreciate y'all for fucking with me, man. Y'all rolled with me for a while. You know, it was a great show, and I appreciate y'all. Peace out, Drink. Thank you for the donation, my brother. Much love, much appreciated. Thank you to Ivy Webb, came through in the PayPal show. Love, I thank you. Shayna, thank you as always, too. Love, you always come through showing love. Appreciate you. Right? Everything Boxing gives that fire. There you go, talking that boxing again. You feel me? Yes, sir. Y'all see Everything Boxing down there, man. Y'all show some love. Y'all see Laura drop the link. Y'all show some love. You feel me? Click on that Facebook. Go on over there. Click that join button. Y'all come on to my brother page and y'all hit that fucking subscribe button. Hit that bell icon and get notified every time you drop that heat. You feel me? Tomorrow we will be replaying the Errol Spence and the Kell Brook fight. You know, blow for blow, toe for toe. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out there that said Kell Brook was winning the fight all the way up to the eye injury. Well, we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. You had some people that thought Errol Spence was winning up to the 6. When you look at me, I thought it was a draw. After 6 rounds, I had it 3 rounds apiece, and I watched that motherfucker multiple times. So it's gonna be good getting a different opinion from that fight, you know, and seeing what everybody else see when they look at the fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's going down, man. It's going down. But I appreciate everybody, man. Y'all know what it is, fam. This your boy Monty. It's the NSBC moving. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you want to donate. OG Money on Cash App. TreyHampton52@gmail.com on PayPal. If you can't, just tell a friend, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share the video. Y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family. See y'all tomorrow, family. Y'all have a good one.